Sorry about that. We just dropped the stream for a second to increase the quality. Hopefully that's better for those of you playing at home.
We're going to have to earn all 19 viewers back again, aren't we?
Oh no.
So put something into the MC chat, get them back.
Yeah, tell you what, that
Tristan said to me before when I went to the toilet, "What are you doing?" No one said you could have a break. I said, "What are you doing?" "I'm not getting paid."
it's a big ask for a volunteer event.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, that gun line of Terrence's, that is intimidating. Have you had a look? He's just got 77 police barb just fucking standing next to each other on the front line.
Yeah, thanks I had it.
Oh, there we go. There's a Rottweiler in the bottom left.
Oh yeah.
Much better quality.
Brilliant.
A lot of laughter going on. So I don't think they realise that this is a serious event and no one should be having fun. They should
Nobody.
Wait,
No.
this isn't a narrative event?
Serious.
It's very serious.
Okay, with some of the lists we've seen.
Well, Liam tried to convince me that his list is fun.
No, I've played against that list. It is not fun. I haven't played against Liam playing it, but I've played against that list. It is.
He tried to convince me. It didn't work.
It's 3 models that don't die, that
Yeah.
still do shit.
Surrounded by enough bliss barbs to shoot you off the table.
Yeah. It's fluffy, bro. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, the theme is winning.
Yeah,
It's a themed army. The
He's
theme is
like-
to win.
That's what he said. He goes, "No, it's narrative." I'm like, "What's the narrative?" Make people have a bad time.
the only fluff in the army is like the fluff on the ball sack being dragged across your face. Like that's the fluff.
Yeah, exactly.
Bobby wants a refund. Sorry, mate, no refunds.
You get better quality. There you go.
Yeah, that's it. Drop the stream for a minute to give you better quality. I realised that I had the output settings at 480, but we've got good enough internet here to be able to give you more than that. You're
Crazy.
welcome.
Crazy that we even have the internet out here in the sticks. But,
Yeah, that's right. Regional New South Wales.
It's be crazy. Aubrey is actually not the bustling hub of activity you've been led to believe.
What did Joel Graham call it before? Stabbington?
Yeah,
This is Lavington. This specific part of Aubrey is Lavington, also known as Stabbington or Labghanistan.
Afghanistan. That's my favourite.
It's a good one. Really, really good place.
And that's it. Demonetized by YouTube.
I live in Wodonga, which is the Victorian side, so
Much nicer.
Much
Yeah,
nicer.
I agree. That's where I grew up.
we've got parks
Yeah.
and lakes and stuff.
You can walk the streets at night. So all of these things are really positive.
It's a beautiful place. Great place to raise a family.
Yeah.
So what's going on here? So we've got the Rottweilers down. And what are they looking to do, you reckon?
Splash as many disease points as they can.
points, yep.
Yeah. So I did say to Zach as well, before we went into this game, he's like, "Oh, what do I do with that Rottweiler?" I was like, just space out a bit more than 3 inches from each unit.
Yeah.
But that unit of Harridan's looks to be clumped around a lot of different units.
Yeah.
So because if he puts them on the ones that are near that tower, what's it hitting? It's hitting a Linda, possibly the Spirit Host, 2 units of Banshees, and maybe a unit of Crossbows.
Yeah, right. So the rule that we're talking about here is the virulent concoctions. So if this unit is included in a Magican army, each time a disease point is given from this unit, each other enemy unit within 3 inches also gets given a disease point as well. So if he hits those Rottweilers like he's just done, holy crap.
It looks like he took a big chunk out of the
There's a
unit.
big chunk of the unit.
I think he took 6 wounds.
And all of those other
Units nearby.
other units nearby, including all those squishy heroes that Nighthaunt really need to protect, are going to be stacking mortal wounds, which obviously going straight through that 4+ ethereal, and also not getting the cruciator to reduce that damage at all. So yeah, that's a big chunk.
Luckily, though, it's not that turn where the wheel increases your disease rolls.
Yeah, you get it on a 3+ instead of a 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
And then there's, what is it? Is it Guo, where if you're standing near a Guo, it's +1 to that as well. So they can get it to like a 2-up.
I think there's an artifact or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty gnarly. So, Nurgle with the damages, even though they're
So that flank that was looking pretty solid.
now no longer looking solid. We've got a big charge of the flyers.
But the good news is it looks like that was the 10 pack, not the 20 pack that got shot. So
One thing you do notice with these guys is, so Tom just made the comment there about I'm going to charge these in, and the intent is to stay outside of 3, which means that even if something gets bumped later on, and you know, we everyone's of the same understanding that they're outside of 3, right? So it's really, really good. So yep, movement should be tight at Masters, but this kind of like little things like intent.
Yep.
Playing to intent is huge.
Yeah, definitely. If they can do it at the highest level at Masters, then you can do it in your friendly games at your club.
That's right.
Yeah.
No excuses.
100%. Oh, if you got like in, I think it's the middle tables is generally the worst for it.
Yeah. The middle table guys that really want to be good,
want to
but
be top, the want to be top tables. It's
Yeah.
like you'll get there, man. Just keep practicing. It's fine.
Yeah, that's it.
But getting
So
There's an A
Tom
even
is
here, there.
very, very concerned about dragging in that big unit.
which I don't think it's possible for him to make that
No,
charge.
I don't know if he wanted to do that many wounds on the charge. Hey, I think he might have wanted to leave one model left.
Yeah.
And just make it so the other flyers could get in without dragging them in as well. This might potentially change his plan because those flyers can still pile in after that and get in, and everything can go into that big unit. But definitely is concerned about it. What is that big unit?
20 Bulba
Harridans.
Harridans.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So they're going to do some work.
Yeah, and I think he realises that he doesnn have the output in a turn to really wipe it, and like he's kind of got to tag him and like just pick him off slowly from the edges because the ethereal save is huge.
Yeah. Has Be'lakor used his ability yet?
Not that I'm aware of.
So Be'lakor will be done at start of enemy
Start the hero phase.
start of enemy hero phase. Yeah.
Yeah,
So if he
So if
wanted
Zach
to do it, he
wins-
had to do it last turn.
Yeah, but if Zach wins a prio here,
I mean
then it's a good spot to maybe do it. It's like, okay, well, you've got a 20 blob that might punch me back.
the game plan is to use it and then give away a double turn,
Yes.
right? So then
Yeah.
that unit is basically shut down for 2 rounds.
Yeah. Definitely.
Which is why Be'lakor is nice in these type of alpha builds, because you go in with the sense of security, being like, cool, I'm probably going to give away the double, and I've got a backup plan against
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Battle of the Gentlemen. Absolutely.
You don't know Zach.
He's actually an awesome. No, he's alright. All good players here. All nice people.
Oh, is he going to get the Rottmeier in?
He said, I don't think I'm going to do anything
Okay.
with this unit. So,
So,
because say Zach gets next go, Rottmeier can just block. The big fella can make him block himself, right? So like put units in the way, and then be like, oh yeah, you can have it. You might get in, but you're not going to make a charge, or you might, you know. Because who's he really got to worry about with the Rottmeier? Just that big unit of 20, right?
Nah, so he can bring back 3 models at the end of the combat phase. So that unit of 10 that went down to 3 or 4 from the looks of,
Yep.
can get back up to 7.
Yeah, okay.
The cross boos that look like they're in combat with 2 flies, if you have 1 model survive there, they retreat and charge to soak
Yeah.
up the Unleash Hell. And like close to 10 models will rinse a couple of Rottmeier. Oh, so he has decided to charge him in.
Must have made a big roll. I think he said he needed a 10.
So needed a 9 to get to the cross boos or whatever that screen is that have the flies out the front. Because he was on the 9 line there for them.
I was just going with the system. Like, if that's
Yeah, look at that. Okay, now we're
Now,
cooking.
now I've got some dedicated commentators. I can
now we're cooking.
more worry about focusing on the stream, and you guys can commentate.
So that unit of Blade Geist, though, that did get gimped out, they might get dropped if those Rottmeier activate and just get the last couple of wounds in. This has been a pretty significant hit, though, from turn 1.
This is Tom's army in a nutshell, though, right? Like, So, what's he done? He's tapped. So did he wipe him out then on a charge?
Which ones?
Or did he... Tom?
No. So he's charged the unit that he was within 9. So he shot the blade guys that are down there.
Yep.
But then was on the 9 line of that screen. That's where those
this
flies
screen
are.
here.
Yep.
Yep.
So that
Yeah,
9-inch charge got him there, and it looks like he did roll like a 10 or a 12.
Yeah.
But then he's kind of flung forward outside of 3 of
Yeah,
them
okay.
still.
And this looks like 3 inches.
Yeah, so
right.
you measured that out. So they're outside of 3, which means that he's going to be able to pile in if he wants to.
Yeah. So I think he's just planning on wiping out this screen, right?
Yeah. Well, he does still need to kill a unit for his battle tactic.
Yeah, true.
So his options there is the 2 screens at the front
Yep.
that are down to looks like 2 or 3 models left,
Yep.
or the unit of 3 Harridan's there that are left over.
Pen and paper? No, not that prepared.
Might go around. I'll see what everyone else is doing.
Yeah, sure. Yep. Go get an update from the other tables.
I'll move into the corner. Oh, that's not a good save. So that looks like tactic secured.
Yeah, four up saves are only good if you can make them, right?
Yeah, just roll 4-ups. Don't be shit.
Get good.
Fucking, we've been over this, Zach. Fucking just roll better.
Yeah.
I was disappointed when I heard that everyone gets their own dice, because then the allegations of cheating are just non-existent.
And it does
sometimes
make it fun.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what makes it spicy.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like, nah, he was cooking them.
Yeah.
I had someone ask me at another tournament, they're like, oh, wow, you sure your dice aren't loaded? I was like, man, you're welcome to use them. Like,
Yeah.
go for it. They're,
Feel
just-
free.
they're rolling odd at the moment, but go for it.
I had one person complain about the dice given, and I'm like, you are the reason that dice are given.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, why can't I just use my so-and-so dice? I'm like, because you want to use them, that's why. Why do you want to use them so bad?
Why does it matter?
Why does it
If it
matter?
doesn't matter, why does it matter?
So he's getting away from the flies. It's just going to allow the flies to pile in further towards the objective, though. Because they've made the charge, right?
Yeah, so they can still pile in, yeah.
And they'll get. So he may have moved 3 away, but the flies can just move back into that 3.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it would have almost made more sense to go further into the flies to force them to pile away from the rest of your army.
He might actually want to pull them forward though, because if he can clump them forward, then he doesn't have to go as far or split out from his castle to start chipping things off.
Yeah, true.
Because if he stretches them back, then it's like, yeah, cool. Guaranteed that if he goes out there, it's a risk because he's outside of his bubbles.
Yep.
Whereas if you pull him in a little bit more, you can maybe get some multiple charges off. You hit a couple of different units all at once.
Poor Zach can't roll a 4 up to save himself, or a 6. So that's battle tactic.
Yeah, you got the unit of the Banshees as well before. But that's okay, like, majority of the army is still intact for now.
Sorry, stream.
Yeah, what are they doing?
That's all right. They're not gonna. This is bound to happen.
I'm not sure if that's sarcasm, and your YouTube comment, it doesn't have a name on it. Who's saying it's riveting? Who are you? I feel like this is something I'd expect from Smorgy.
Looks a lot more dire from the side of the table, that's for sure.
Yeah,
A lot of
the
flies.
bugs are a bit more menacing.
Oh yeah, they're big models.
I'm surprised all these wings are still intact. That's usually
Yeah.
the first thing to go.
Yeah, for sure. And when they look that good, 2s and 3s, geez, they're rough.
Looks like a decent 3-up roll.
Yeah. 13 saves.
Yeah.
And with
What are they swinging into?
into the big unit?
Oh, into this one, Danny. Yep.
Yeah. So I only failed 4 though that turn, which is not bad.
Not Smorgy. All right. You don't have a YouTube name up. Who are you?
Yeah, Mr. No Name.
Mr. Anonymous. Well, here we go. I just hope they get some damage through for the
Yeah.
fact of turning off the ward. It's like, yeah, it worked.
Yeah.
How are they looking? Other tables?
Yeah, everyone's looks pretty even. There's no
No standouts.
no
Nothing
standout.
surprising.
No one's
yeah.
getting absolutely smashed. Looks like everyone's playing pretty cagey games.
Yeah.
James Anderson's just got a big first turn charge off with his glue spike kits, and they're all up in the faces of the steampunk dwarves.
Yep, nice. Which is where you want to be against
definitely
KO,
where
isn't
you
it?
wanna be against KO.
You really want to be in their face.
Yeah, so pinning him right back in that deployment zone.
He might have underestimated the speed of the gits because
Yeah, I
they
think
are deceptive, especially with the squigs being able to run and charge.
Run and charge, the extra... Is it a pre-game move or just an extra move?
So the squig herd get a pre-game move.
Yep.
They get a once per game move, so you can do it in the hero phase.
Yep.
So a first turn move. Because
Yeah. I don't do it some first times when I play, just
to
to
mess with people.
fuck with people's heads. It's like, hey,
I
can do
could.
this.
I could, yeah,
can't
and
do.
yeah, just letting you know, 30-something inch range. What? Oh,
And then at the start of the game, you pull your tape and you just start measuring random stuff.
yeah. What are you doing? I don't even know.
Doesn't matter, mate. Don't worry about it. You'll find out.
I might not do it. I might not do it. Don't worry about it. I'll let you know.
I'm playing guitar. I'm off my head on psilocybin right now. No, don't do drugs, kids. That's bad.
You got any glass bottles I can have?
Help.
Look at them sixes. Yeah,
Yeah, that's
sixes.
about right.
Disease points. They're going to be absolutely making work. But yeah, no. Other than that one, everyone seems to be playing relatively cagey. Liam's pushed up right in the middle, so he's got a lot of purple taking up the entire board. Which is,
Sounds about right.
yeah. What he wants to do with his keepers and his glue toss and the rest of it. So yeah, other than that, yeah, everyone's pretty much stuck in their zone, 1 or 2 units out, and then yeah.
That's it.
I'm actually going to change my pants. I'm getting cold.
Did you poo yourself?
You mean actually put your pants on?
Put my pants on. Sorry.
Turn on the face cam.
We're kicking off the OnlyFans channel.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. Subscribe to my OnlyFans.
Wow.
Change later.
The amount of output of those flies is just mental, isn't it?
Yeah.
Got to start up a hobby channel. Only hams.
Only hams.
That's a
Yeah.
good one. That's good. So I wonder if we missed the boat on starting a YouTube, a Warhammer stream or a podcast or something like that. It seems like there's so many out there now.
Yeah, definitely missed it. Missed the boat.
Competing with Vince and bloody stuff like that.
Everyone else,
yeah.
The good thing is, because there's so many out there, though, you can be a bit more unhinged, and it doesn't matter, because no one's going to listen to it.
Yeah. It's valid. Very valid.
Today we're talking about Warhammer and also 9/11.
Today's topic, slavery.
It's great. I like that.
Alright, so I am going to be interested to see how Zach brings this one back, because it's looking grim. But the last one was looking grim.
Yeah, I think he just done 2 total wounds on the flies.
Yeah.
Yeah, bit rough.
So what does Zach's next turn look like? So assuming, let's say it continues in turn order, and Zach takes the first turn. So in that case, Tom doesn't get the double. What does that look like for Zach? Does he have to take the double to stay in this game? Sorry, does Zach have to take
the
first
prio?
turn?
I think
To
Zach
stay in
needs
this
to
game?
get priority to be in the game.
Yep.
Yeah.
Basically, because like, if not, the flies just stay locked in combat, and he will double down and put whatever flies aren't in will go in. That other unit down the bottom, the Rottmeier, they will go in.
Yep.
Oh, okay, they still get a pile in.
Yeah, so they still get to activate.
Well, they like, yeah. If
So it depends on, because that looks like a Banshee there near where that triangle is for the garrison. If those 2 units of flies are tied up, you could, if they're not in combat with the Rottmeier Creeds, they can't be shot off to then let the flies charge elsewhere. That could give it away. Because these 2 over here are tied up. Those possibly 4 there are tied up. Like,
I wonder if those flies have attacked yet though.
yeah, true.
'Cause
Because they
I
look about where they were when they charged.
Yeah,
don't
I
they?
don't think this unit here,
Yeah.
I don't think they've attacked yet. So I think potentially,
But so they won't be able to pile this direction though, because that Banshee in there, he would be ending
but they can
further
slap the
away.
Banshee through the wall, right?
They hit the Banshee
Yeah,
through the wall,
yeah.
But that big block of 20 is safe for now.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
now.
Yep.
Yep.
Very cool.
Yeah, he's not rolling a lot of 4-ups here.
No.
There's another 2.
That's like death saves at like 6-ups. I'd rather just have an additional +1 to save because they really don't make a big impact on the game. And it takes a lot of time just rolling 6-ups.
Yeah.
And it's like these 4-ups are great, providing they work.
Yep.
Same as 6-up death saves.
So once again, playing with the intent that he wanted to be outside of 3 of, is that Alinda? No?
Yep.
Yep. And he could still make that combat. So
Yeah, they're just
fine
talking
with
through, getting the finesse of the movement.
you don't be sitting there with a laser rangefinder down to the micron
Yeah.
to work out if you're within 3 inches.
Were you guys around the hobby when Games Workshop released their own like laser pointer that you used to, it had a little hook, you put it over the top of a model to see if you had true line of sight?
No.
Like, oh man, that was wild time. So it was back with 40k where they introduced true line of sight.
Yeah.
Because they had all their windows in their buildings and stuff, and it was literally a laser pointer with a little hook. You put the hook over like the head of the model, and then you click the button to shoot the laser pointer and see if you could see it on the other mini. It's like,
It's getting crazy.
yeah, there's your precision.
That's it, yeah. I do use a like a straight line, like a laser line that you get them from Bunnings and say to see around walls and stuff.
Oh
like
yeah,
that. I
yeah.
think they're pretty handy. Maybe not so much for AOS, but for
But if
40k definitely.
it's a straight line, how do you see around the wall?
Actually, you measure like to the outside of the base, it stops you getting your head down and stuff like
Yeah.
that. So. Laser
Oh,
pointers
you mean
across-
around the wall? I was meaning around like a physical wall, not on the table.
Yeah, man, just bend the light.
Yeah, just bend the light.
Just make it happen. Yeah.
Okay, so they're just talking through some battle shock shenanigans.
Then Nick took GW out of business. What did I do? I took him out of the laser cut wargaming stuff business. Take that to Games Workshop. Beat you.
He's not loving dice rolls this turn.
This might be a very quick game, this one.
That's all right. Swings and roundabouts. I've seen him like go through a turn of no saves,
Oh, there goes that medal.
and then another turn of all of the saves.
Just like it.
Yeah.
That's
So
it.
Zach definitely needs to win priority now because those flies are no longer locked in.
Yeah.
He just mortal wounded them off with like an end of combat
Okay, so
ability.
bringing 3 back to. Oh, that is a clever play.
Nice.
So he's
Yeah,
brought
take
3
an
flies
objective.
back to take the. He's brought 3 ghosts back to take the objective.
I mean, he still had the objective from last turn.
Oh, because he didn't have any use.
Yes,
on-
yeah,
oh,
that
no,
was
yes.
his one, yeah.
So he still controlled that.
Okay.
Yep. Jack's Chad status is in doubt.
Indeed.
Oh, I don't know.
Nah, so we've got like another little gaming group that we call Chad Hammer.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. We'll see if he stays in the group or not. Or don't lose the squad. Loses 1. Okay, 1's not bad.
Yeah. So as long as that, he'll have disease points on there.
He finally got a 4-up save.
Hey.
No, that was for a ward against
ward
disease.
save, yeah. Still.
Oh no, Linda's on a 4-up ward.
That's what it was.
Yeah. So that bottom left Haradron, that'll have disease points on it, I assume.
Yeah.
So as long as he survives that, he's getting another 3 back, is it?
Nah, so he's already returned 3 over there.
Oh, okay.
Oh, seven out of that unit have 20? Or is that a unit
that's a 10, I think.
Okay.
Possibly the best group.
Is this David?
What is it? No,
it's probably either David or Laz that's talking shit.
He said not Smorgy.
Yeah.
I guess that's Sam.
Oh, what happened to that Harridan?
It would have been picked up by the disease.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Oh, so 1 run to battle shock and then disease, or?
Yeah. So Tom just scored 3 as well. Basically, he just said you took that objective off me then by doing that and bringing it back. So
So is Zach won the prior there? Is that what that roll was?
So no piling in this turn based on the Magakin cycle.
So
good charges or don't bother?
good charge, yeah. That's it.
Yeah.
Well, luckily for him, he's got the Haradrons that are already in on the right, and those 2 flies are already in combat. And I'm just going to pull back out of combat, charge back in, so that he gets his charge bonuses, and also he won't cop any more disease points for being in combat with
Yep.
him during the movement phase. So, yeah, not bad. Save yourself some mortal wounds there.
Now, is this the turn where Balakor pops off to stop that 20 blob?
Makes sense too, surely.
And what do you reckon if? So does Zach have prio here? Is that what happened? Did he?
Nah, so Tom's got prior.
Tom's got-
He's about to pick battle tactic.
How unfortunate.
Led into the maelstrom.
Okay, let's.
Heroic action. We're going to go for a
Yeah, I think this might be 99.
Yeah, this is not what Zach needed. He really needed to win that priority.
Yep.
At least because there's a lot of time left in the round, they can just re-rack and play again.
Yeah, best of 3.
Best of 3 here.
Zach commentating for us. Yep, this is not looking good.
Oh, beautiful. So I think he just healed the disease points off of Lindo. Is that what he did?
Potentially, yeah.
So she can get shot and have all of them back again.
Yeah. Or just get fully charged. It's trying to think of many lists here that can really deal with this fly list. Potentially Joel with Archeon and the Vanguard.
I think the key is getting the hit on it before you, but that's the hard part. With when they get their pre-game moves, they can deploy back. They can just choose not to go in, give away turn. Like in hindsight, maybe Zach should have pushed out a little bit more with his initial screens and held them back a touch. But like, I mean, if you're pushing out more, but then the opponent's still getting the double turn with no screens locked in.
Or just being able to fly over the top and then charge behind your screen as well. And then after that, being able to dual pile into the next unit. It's really, really hard.
Fuck, even Bellacor's getting in on the action.
Yeah, that's you're confident when
Yeah,
Bellacor's getting in.
you're liking your odds.
He's not. He's not. He's not known for his fighting prowess.
Yep.
Fortunately, the turning off awards is just not really come into play yet, has it?
Yeah, no, it's just he hasn't been able to hit anything yet.
No. And Tom's just hugging that backboard edge to get as many models in as possible.
And I think as well, the shooting, you just put the 20 blob into the 20 blob of Harridans.
Yep.
Just thin them down as much as you can and just pick off the rest of it from this turn.
Yeah.
Because if you get rid of that, Zach's then got 3 heroes and some spirit hosts.
Yep.
And then still got Ulrak in the corner, but there's only so much that you can do with a handful of heroes. Especially against a list as resilient as this.
Yeah.
You're expecting most of the damage to come from the Harridans.
So, I mean, Tom could even be playing to set himself up for a surround and destroy next turn or something. He's got so much movement and so many options, and he's whittled Zach down so far, so quickly without even really having to overextend.
Yeah. Well, he did that with 3/4 of his army.
Yeah.
Because he's got the 2 flyers there that weren't doing anything other than babysitting a circle, and Be'lakor was out the back chilling.
Yeah, Bellacor's 300 points,
Yeah.
right? So
And what's 2
that's,
flyers worth?
I think 240 or something like that.
That's pretty cheap for two flyers, 240.
I think they're
120 points a model.
220. 240, yeah. Yeah, 240.
Okay, that's not too bad. Yeah, so what, 240 plus 340, so what,
Yeah,
580?
A quarter of his army.
Yeah, quarter of his army doing nothing.
Yeah.
And then now he can feel confident in bringing them in as well.
The thing is, though, right, is being able to get 3/4 of your army into combat straight away on your terms, right?
Yeah.
So even if they're overpointed, it's still 3/4 of an army into another army on your terms, and that's the main thing. I think that's the pivotal thing that's happened here, and now summoning, yeah.
Yeah, the Gut Rot and Rotmire are disgustingly effective at what they do. If you don't spread out for that initial kind of splash, it's a lot more than you expect.
So he's just denied a command point being spent which is good. So he's lost his +1 to shoot. Just shooting everything into a Linda, I think.
Into a Linda.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. But she's a pretty decent threat by herself, though, because she's got D6 mortal wounds just as a stare.
Yeah.
She's not too bad in combat. She's got the 4-up ward as well, which is
It's
just
the veil, I
frustrating.
think, that he's concerned about,
Yeah.
right? Like, just lifting that veil and being able to do, mass amount of mortal wounds.
Just imagine being able to finish off a bug that's got 4 wounds left.
Yeah.
Like, just getting rid of a fly. Because, yeah, if you roll that 6, you should realistically be doing 4 wounds.
Doing the Lord of Afflictions, right? And
Yep.
being able to then just chip it off with the crossbows, or
Yep.
that's a big loss.
Well,
Lord of
no
Afflictions
crossbows
is-
left, I don't think, at this stage.
Yeah, okay.
Unless that might be 2 crossbows there. But
Yeah, in the middle
I don't think
potentially.
they're going to be getting it done. Yeah, no, I remember this list. The Flyers and Drowned Men being a fucking menace at one of my first tournaments that I went to. And it's good to see that, because it dropped out of fashion for a bit. Like, as the GHBs kind of rotated through, a lot of people just stopped playing Flies, and I don't know why.
It's pretty maybe one-sided gameplay. It's not really. It doesn't. Give
Yeah,
you,
it's not fun to
It's not
play
fun to
against.
play.
And I had that conversation with Tom when I played him. I said, I get it. It's not real. Like, when I saw Flies, I was just like, this is not a fun. I said, you're a nice guy, but fuck, it's not fun to play against. Like, it's a very uninteractive game.
But I mean, it is Masters.
But yeah, 100%. And I think, like, potentially he might retire it after this as well. Or he'll probably just keep playing it into the 4th edition, because why not? Hopefully they get, a little bit of their impact taken away. Or their survivability. They need to lose something. It can't be.
Movement, even.
Yeah,
I mean,
movement.
outside of Drowned Men, if you don't have that pre-game move, then
Yeah.
you're not
Yeah, they
getting
just
that first
don't
game.
cover.
true.
Yeah, they don't cover those distances
That
without
could
that
be
pre-game move.
just the pre-game move.
There's lots of things that'll change. The Drowned Men going away. You've
Is that
got
trip 1s for his ward save?
his dice been pretty rich.
Yeah, that had been very, very average.
And then or even the Lord of Afflictions with the overpowering stench and the so you can't. That's the no command abilities.
Yeah,
one, isn't
yeah,
it?
that is filthy.
So
That's
there's-
it just charged him in straight
yeah,
away.
7 inches.
Yeah.
Don't bother. Like, ugh,
So
okay.
there's so much there.
And it's 3 inches you can't receive or do them, right?
do commands, yeah. So there's a lot there where that changes with the new edition. So yeah, they're nice models. So I hope they stay in the good. I hope they're at least viable. I mean, but
Yeah.
just those little things that make the army better than what it is on as just a single war scroll.
Yeah.
All that's going away. So
Yeah. I think the only good thing, like, Nurgle doesn't play well into shooting. That's the thing. Like, so a heavy shooting army, Nurgle just doesn't do well because they can't cover the distance before they can get shot.
Yeah.
Even with that pre-game move, you just set up at the point where, like, have your pre-game move, have your other move. You're still going to be like, you might charge a screen,
Yeah.
but then I'm just going to
Yeah, then you're danger close.
Yeah, and you can charge the screen, and then I'll get, what's the
a
thing
free
called?
move.
Yeah, the free shoot as well, like
Yeah.
command shoot, and then another shoot in my turn.
yeah.
I do really like, one thing that I really like the look of for 4th, counter charge. That is a huge command ability.
Yeah, I'm a little bit Lord of the Rings curious, personally, because I've only heard good things, and it's like there's a lot more. It's dynamic gameplay.
Yeah.
Like, you play against one another, and there's no like your turn, my turn. It's kind of like we have a turn together, sort of thing. So yeah, I'm very Lord of the Rings curious, and I think the 4th edition, being able to do things in your opponent's turn, is going to like bring a bit more of that into the fold.
That
and
interaction,
make it more,
yep.
like, yeah, you can do that, but I get to do something to you in your turn as well. So
So we go to first combats. I'm going to go with these guys. Thunderbolts next. Scoop their boots in.
All right, let's see what's left of this 20 blob when he's
Yeah.
done with it. I do wonder if part of the reason the others got hit so hard, I don't know if he was within his cruel gas bubble to reduce the damage, maybe.
They're all one damage, don't they?
They're all 1 damage? Oh. Never mind then. Doesn't account for shit.
Yeah.
I fucking... Are they really only 1 damage? They just got a lot of attacks?
I don't have that much attacks.
It's the charge.
It's the
Doing
charge
damage on
and
the charge.
consistent
Yeah.
3s and 3s. Like, they're not... It's like Stormcast, I guess. Like,
Yeah, okay.
And the disease points over time.
Yeah, that slow grind.
Yeah, it's definitely weight of attacks, right? So you're looking at 22 attacks out of the 2 flies. 22 attacks, 3s and 3s.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, shit, okay.
Yeah.
And even the rend doesn't matter, because as long as you get those disease, you're getting another 4 models
That's
at the end
right.
of the
Yep.
turn, so probably 4.
Yep.
So, yeah.
Fuck, I gotta buy some flies.
Yeah. Go
I'll
for it.
trade you.
You'll be just in time for 4th edition to drop.
Yeah.
You're going to lose all this shit.
I'll trade you some unpainted flies for your corner.
I've already sold the corn. Damn it. Yeah, they're already gone, man. Should I buy some feck?
Are they painted?
Yeah.
No, maybe then. If I don't have to do any extra work.
I'm not painting anymore, I've decided.
Yeah, had enough.
Now I've had enough. I'm getting a Thousand Suns Army commission painted at the moment.
Yeah,
so
right.
I spend way too much time painting. And,
Slap job, man. It's revolutionised my painting.
but I want to use I want to have color shift and
Oh, yeah.
all that kind of stuff.
Is that yours?
Yeah.
You've seen his corner, haven't you? Sick. You would have seen it at Bullwars last year.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, it's wonderful. Yeah, that's cool, man.
Looks like box art.
Yeah.
It's legit.
Thank you. Alright, let's see what's left. Come on, big 4s.
I believe in Zach. I believe.
I
Roll him
believe,
in
I
the
believe,
middle.
I believe in Zach, but I don't believe in his dice this game.
Not this
Like,
game.
Come on, baby.
Yeah, and they're gone.
Yeah, I think he's rolling them off screen.
4s and 5s.
Oh, no, stuff's in range, maybe.
Oh, he did get the -1 to wound off on that unit. I wonder if he remembered it.
Yeah, he did.
Okay.
Yeah, remember the -1.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why he's 5s instead of 4s and 4s.
Who's the next?
This is Nurgle's second turn.
Top of 2.
Yeah, top turn.
Okay. Nighthawk can come back.
How do you see what's
Where's
the
the
path
path
to
to
victory for Zach?
Big call from
Just
Pat.
win.
He's got, so... Is he done, or how far along in the turn is he?
This is
He's
combat.
starting combat.
Oh, right, no, he's fucked.
Yeah, that was our call. We basically we predicted Zach needed to win priority into turn 2.
No, if he folds into whatever he's got. If it was the end of the turn, maybe, but if he folds that into
I
whatever...
don't know if that was Zach's saves or...
That was
That's Tom saves. Ooh, we got a clap back.
Woohoo, alright. And that was from like the 6 or 7
I'd be surprised
Harridans.
not having ward saves on those
Yeah.
flies.
yeah.
It hurts.
Yeah. The problem was he needed to be the one making the charge, not
Yeah.
getting charged.
Yeah.
Yeah, once those greasy fuckers start retreating out and getting back into you, you're in trouble. But
No
If he
saves,
can
no
if he
wards.
can weather this term and keep most of his shit on the board from here,
they're an elite army. They can't take punishment.
yeah.
Disease is horrible for them. They got no wound count.
So he's fought with that small unit before he's fought with the big unit. Is that? Am I reading that right?
Yeah, I think he maybe did it to. So I think, I don't know.
What was
Much
the question,
better when
sorry?
they had 50 chain runners to put in front of shit.
No. So he's fought with the smaller unit on the right side rather than.
The big unit.
Was
yeah.
that a mistake? Maybe.
Well, the big unit does have the -1 to wound on it, so I think maybe he's hoping that there's
They'll
more left.
survive longer,
yeah,
yeah.
and then in doing that, because if those 2 out on the outside hadn't activated, trading one off is pretty big.
Yeah.
So I think he's playing the numbers
It's only 4 saves out of that.
Yeah, I think he's playing the numbers and holding on to the fact of.
Because Bellacor's going for a ride.
Yeah, I think Nige is on the money. If he can not drop a unit.
Save 3 of the 4 saves.
Yeah, there we go. This is it.
Nice.
Come on, baby.
Nice. Here we go. Start spiking, Zach. I believe.
Because if he can not lose any models, Alinda's got to once per game bring D6 back to each unit army wide.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
So if he can hold on through this turn
Yeah.
and
He's
just
got a really good chance.
pump his units back, we could be cooking.
And he's got that unit. He's still got that top unit in the top left there.
Yeah, he's
So,
got Ulrak and the Banshees, and Ulrak can teleport any other unit that he can see. So if he wanted to pick up the 20 blob, he can put them down in that corner with him.
And that happens in the end of the movement.
Start
phase.
of move.
Start of them, so they
Yeah.
can still move that turn.
No, I can't move that turn though. Yeah, it's a bit weird on the sequencing of it. It's different to the other one, so
It's
people can
probably-
redeploy away from it.
Yeah, it's probably so that you can't move a unit into line of sight and then. pick it
Yeah,
up. But even so, he'd be able to see that 20 blob.
yeah.
So
So he's activating the big blob now. It's got 11 models total.
Yep.
Sending 8 into the unit on the right and 3 into the unit on the left.
I wonder if he's activated his once per game. He's got an artifact for extra attacks. Does he? I don't think he's activated that.
I'm not sure. He did say they've got +1 to hit and wound due to the other unit getting
Yep.
injured.
So yeah, if another unit gets injured, that's why he would have activated the 7-pack. If there's something nearby, if there's something within 6, other Harridans in the area get +1 to hit and wound.
There you go. Okay.
So this here, what are we thinking out of this?
This is
gonna
threes
work
and
against-
threes.
I reckon another fly gets lifted at least. At least one, possibly both. I mean, if he knocks 2 more flies off here, that's
It's a big swing back.
yeah,
Not a bad roll.
it's not a bad roll at all.
And these 6s are auto wounds, I believe.
Yep.
Yep. Nice.
6 auto wounds,
Oh, well.
7.
Take him on back.
I think he knocked it. and-
Cheetah.
Oh, cheating Zach.
I think he knocked it and he was like, that was a 6. He's like, whatever, I'll just take it back. Like, so these are no ward saves?
No ward saves.
Ooh,
Yeah,
that's big.
And I think they're rend 1.
Rend 1 or 2?
No, I don't think they're rend
No,
2.
that would be 2. 2 would be.
18,
Might be. Oh,
18.
no rend.
18 4-ups.
No rend. Okay.
So
Come on,
one,
baby.
one's gone based on this.
Oh, rough. 7.
What are they, 8 wounds each?
Yeah.
That
That is
sucks.
rough.
I had high hopes. I was like, you can take 2. You can take 2.
But, I mean, the other thing is that he's got. It's Zach's turn next, so he's going to get to pick the first combat.
Yeah, yeah.
But the problem is Be'lakor is going to be popping his ability.
True. You'd be stopping that unit at 11 doing anything.
Potentially.
Then again, Alinda could stare at that one that's got 1 wound left, just try and chip off a bug.
Yeah.
That's it. Is it? Well, that's the thing. Is it that obvious that Be'lakor goes into the Harridans and not Alinda?
I don't.
Because no spell casting,
Yeah.
no lifting the veil. That's
Yeah.
the big source of mortal wounds. And also, I'd say that it would make it so that she can't use her D6. D6
Yeah,
people
lift.
come back.
Oh yeah.
So, I mean,
Because it shuts down the phase, right? So you roll at the start of the phase and
Yep.
they can't do anything for the phase?
Yep.
No, so it's very select things. I think they can still do war scroll abilities. So they can't issue they can't issue commands. They can't cast prayers. Can't chant. Can't move. Can't charge.
Well, they can.
but you can if you roll a 3+.
Yeah.
5 plus,
The 5
isn't
plus.
it?
Yeah.
No, 3 plus.
Oh, 3
Yeah,
plus.
3+.
Okay.
They swapped it. So it used to be the controlling player rolled a 5+. Now it's Bellacor's player rolled.
Be'lakor, if he rolls a 3 plus, opponent
Okay,
can't do
cool.
X.
I think the last time I played against it was a 5 plus.
Yeah,
and
and you rolled it
would-
yourself.
Yeah, and you would just like barely ever get to do anything.
That's when you bring your loaded dice.
Yeah.
Oh man.
At the start of each phase, including the phase for which the unit was picked, you can roll a dice for that unit. On a 3 plus, that unit cannot move, shoot, fight, use command abilities, chant prayers, or attempt to cast spells, or dispel or unbind.
Oh, so
So they can still, she could still do her,
lift the
yeah,
veil
still,
and stuff. Yeah.
still do her abilities.
Right. Okay.
But yeah, so that's the thing. Like Be'lakor, for what he doesn't lock down everything.
It's odd that they'd admit that. Obviously intentionally, but
Yeah.
Rotmire getting in, so they're going to drag. Yep. Is Alinda hit at all, or
I think
She
Word.
does. She's not great in combat.
Not great,
She's
but-
not meant to be.
Also going against Rotmeyer, so they're not.
she's
really
got a
that
couple of
sort
damage 2 attacks and a handful of damage 1. I think there's a little bit of rend on some of her attacks. It's just rough that Zach's been fighting all of these combats off the charge.
Yep.
Nighthorn
But you really
shine on the charge.
Yeah, and you really want to target one unit, wipe
Yep.
it out,
Jump on it, go to the next.
and then piece by piece. So he's probably not going to lift a unit, but
Nah.
we've got a couple.
Yeah.
But I mean, if she hits him hard enough, like because he's got a couple of different units in there, right? Rotmeyer, Creed are only bravery 6.
I was going to say, yeah, and you can't use.
And they've got Terrify.
Inspiring Presence.
Can't inspire
she's only got a
presence.
maximum of 14 output though.
Yeah, no,
So-
but he's also got the Spirit Hosts, and then he's got 2 other little heroes in combat. So he's swinging with a whole bunch of different units, potentially.
And then Battle Shock as well.
Yeah, and then Battle Shock. Like, that's the thing, because they're bravery 6, and they can't Inspiring Presence.
So if he kills, 6?
If he kills 6, he's losing D6,
Losing
and then anything after that is D6 plus X.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
If he kills 12, he should get the unit.
Six saves against the Spirit Host.
Easy.
3.
Oh, he's rolling on odds. What's going on?
Yeah. What is this, a fair game?
Keep those dice aside.
Just rolled 2 6-ups for the
Nice.
Spirit Host. 2 out of 3. Not bad.
Not bad.
So I'll go the Spirit Hosts. I've got 2 I'll look at the results. It says we get 3s and 2s and 1. So 3 sands and then 1.
Okay, so that's 4. And that was just Alinda's first profile, I think.
No, that was the Spirit Host.
Oh, was that the Spirit Host?
Yeah,
Spirit Host killed 4.
Yeah. Yeah. Flies are hitting back now. How easy is it just remembering 4-up saves all
Yep.
the time?
I
I
mean-
have to remember 4s.
He passed all 3 4-ups there.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
that,
he did.
that's the swings and roundabouts part. Like,
Yeah. Wow, that's a lot of failures.
yeah.
Oh wait, this is the Spirit Host now. I think the it might have been Alinda's Spirit
Yeah,
Host that
yeah.
he rolled for earlier.
Is that 4 auto wounds there? Nice. That is, yeah.
They the boys have been neglecting the clock, so they're just talking about what happens if one of them runs out of time. I don't think it's going to happen.
Yeah, no, I
Over
think,
2
I
hours
think
late.
this is pretty close to,
Yeah.
almost close to sorted.
I'm not going to let them know how much time they have.
Yeah. Okay, so how many are we picking up here? So he's picking up 3 or 4 now. So they're losing either D6 flat or D6 plus 1.
Yep.
So he's taking a fair chunk out of the unit.
We're going to talk.
Yeah. Alright, the boss is gone.
That was a mistake.
That's super annoying. So 35
So he's stemming the bleeding a little bit here though, because Nurgle's done. That's all of their attacks. Now Zach gets the clap back with whatever he's got left, I think.
So all we really have to see about the no, we still got the disease rolls.
Yeah, still disease, but they're end of turn.
Oh, yeah. So we really have to see about how many units are still up, and then how many models Zach can bring back up.
Yeah. Needs a big turn of D6 models back.
Just 6. 6 is across the board.
Yeah. Yeah, good play. So bringing the 3 back on that smaller pack just gives Zach a bit more redundancy and hopefully not losing that unit.
Yeah.
Yeah, perfect. So he just guaranteed that unit survives now.
Yeah, nice.
So everything, they all have 2. And
They got to 3 now.
yep. So that all these heroes are on 3. The terrain is 7. So do you want to do 7 and then do it?
It's also a taser. It's also a taser, so just do the same shit. So 3.
Yep, everything gets
Well, no, they would be in max. They went to max. Because the rock
Otherwise, the heroes.
Yeah, normal turn is a 4. Yeah. And then next turn is
That's
2.
Yep, so he's. So it's 2 on him, yep, and then 2 on him.
Or 3 on, yeah, 3.
Yep.
If he's in a move.
One. And then later.
Zach's just gone, this is the worst.
Hey?
Zach's just gone, this is the worst. For like all the disease rolls.
Oh. And people whine about my D3 clan rates. Yeah, that's because they come back, every single battle shock
Yeah, and every unit.
and every unit. Yeah, that's why people
This
whine about
is a hero that does that ability.
it. Once.
Yeah.
One time. I mean, everyone whinges about death anyway, so whatever.
Death are pretty shit.
Death are pretty shit. You know it's not? When you've got odd boys that come back on a 4+ because they're next to a war chanter and you do it to 3 units from your mega boss. Yeah. Everyone's having fun. Oh, you can't.
What
No,
are
it
you?
has to.
What are you, a Gits player?
It has to come. Maybe it's an old one. I think you do it anyway. Yeah, it gets and their ridiculousness. Absurd. And then you finally kill the unit. No, just get a new one. Why not? Sure. Sounds good. Thanks.
No, just do it again. Just do it again.
Just do it again and again and again. So working out points at the end now, or
They're working out battle shocks.
oh yeah,
I did notice that there's a whole
And if I get the next tire, it's
Yeah, so holding both objectives now and getting his battle tactic for 4 points there.
Nice.
bring back D6 models to all units.
So he got his battle tactic. And 2 objectives. So that'll work, give him 5. 5 points. 5 points.
I don't think this one's 1, 2 more. I think it's 1 for both. And
So it'll
tactic.
be 4.
Yeah. So he did manage to hold on. He did stem the bleeding a little bit. We're now into his turn. He's just popped a Linda's ability to bring back D6 to the units.
Nice.
And did Bellicor get used?
So Bellicor is after Zach's decided all of his starter phase stuff, which is where part of the strength is. You can counterpick with Bellicor to be like, oh, I'm just going to try and stop your magical dom by getting rid of your only spellcaster.
That's true.
Yep.
Like it's really good for a surround and destroy target because you're cool. They might not be able to move this turn.
Yeah, right.
It's like the counter pick on start of enemy hero phase, you still go second in that order.
Yep. So you could fully buff up a unit and then
get Bellicor. Yeah.
okay.
But then, maybe Thomas rolls 1s and 2s and doesn't stop the unit at all.
True.
I mean, that's the other thing. If he does decide to Bellicor the 20 blob, it's almost not worth retreating them because Zach kind of wants to hit things at this point. If he retreats, then if he fails, if he can't charge
So
in,
Dark Master, is that the one that...
Dark Master.
So he's Dark Master, the big unit.
the 20 blob.
So Zach's best call here is stay in combat, otherwise he's got to do
Because he's then
movement
got
phase,
Yep.
and then charge phase, and then combat phase, instead of just combat phase.
Yep.
Yeah.
Although
3 chances to fail instead of 1.
instead of 1.
Yeah.
But sometimes it is a bit of a blessing failing a charge on a unit that has been Dark Mastered because there is nothing worse than having your hammer in combat and not able to swing.
Not swinging it. Yeah.
Like,
So do we pick up what Zach picked for his battle tactic? Or no?
I did not. No,
That's all right.
I have
That's all
one
right. I'll
job.
Go away for 1 minute.
I filled out the score then.
Yep. That's good. I like that.
Yeah, you're welcome. It's alright, I'm sure the chat will tell us
Yeah,
they were
maybe.
listening. And they just love pointing out when you make a mistake.
Yeah.
Actually,
You didn't say battle tactic at all. Oh.
The free night, as it's called it, bait and trap.
Is that retreat with 2 and
yeah, retreat
charge
two,
with
charge 2
Yeah.
others. Yeah. If you got more than 4 units on the board, you
get
get it.
Oh, and people complain about the bloody stick an orc next to some terrain, or have 2 iron jaws in the middle.
Cruel Boys one.
Cool boys one, yeah.
Yeah.
Put Gobsprack next to some terrain. Okay.
Yeah, no
Cool.
worries.
I'll do that. Yeah, no, the large blob was Bellicor.
Yep. Okay, so you just tried to move the Harridans. You got told no.
Okay.
Looks like they're staying in.
Well, that's better than putting him out and then not being able to put him back in.
Yeah, so in my head, he's just used up one of his like denies. So now combat phase gets to happen. That's the way I look at it.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, he gets a budget of denies,
Exactly.
and he's used one of
He's
them.
used one of them.
Yeah.
So now that, I mean, statistically, the likelihood
Yeah,
of you
that's how
flipping
dice
heads
work.
twice is like goes down to 25%, right?
Sure. We'll roll with that.
It's math. Big move.
-1 attacks in melee, Winds of Death, which
I mean, you could almost even just fucking send Ulrak and the Banshees over to Bellicor and just hope that some of them start to harass him a little bit.
So the Banshees do.
Oh, actually, no. The Banshees wouldn't be the ideal candidate because so they get a handful of attacks, but they're damage 2 and rend 2.
No.
So I think they're like 2 or 3 attacks each.
Yeah.
But it's the rend and damage 2, where like a screen of 4 of them for 90 points. You just throw it into something like, yeah, we'll just see how it goes.
Yeah.
And sometimes they can pop off and do 8 damage to a 3-up save.
Yeah. Right. How'd you go?
Got a win.
Oh, okay.
Looking good though.
He charged his general in, and then he didn't kill the keeper. His keeper left on one wound, and keeper just went and killed the general. So I just stopped his spellcasting savant.
You heard it here,
Ooh,
people.
solid.
Liam is very confident.
Liam's calling his game.
Calling it early.
Mate, I just got 3 points swing just there.
3 points for free. To
Very
do
out of
nothing.
character for
Free
Liam
for
to be
free.
confident. Very out of character for him to be so confident.
Interesting that he chose to retreat back that way rather than retreat onto the objective and then charge in.
Yeah.
Like, unless he's like...
I mean, he can charge around. Though,
Yeah.
Right? So
But it just makes it harder to get all 7 on there if he wanted to.
Why is that fly move back? Oh, is it
That was the
redeploy?
redeploy with the Lord of Afflictions, I think.
worried about losing the Lord of Afflictions.
Solid.
Like, Zach getting a double turn here, depending on what he can clear out, might not be horrific.
I am actually surprised at how well the Nighthaunt have held on.
That was the thing, though. He got some of those good 4-ups that he needed when he needed them. Like, yeah, getting a handful of those 4-ups and you're laughing.
So depending on the charges here, you can. So if there's that unit of 7 goes into one of the full units of flies, that's potentially neg 1 armor save there.
Yep, neg 1 arm save, neg 1 to hit, fight last if they want it. Like,
So he's retreated his 2
yep, he'll probably retreat nearly everything here that he can.
because they can charge again.
Yeah, retreat and charge.
So do you actually only need 2 units to bait and trap because you can just retreat and then charge them?
No, so the same unit can't be used for both the retreat and the charge.
Right, okay.
All of them can retreat and charge if you want to, but you got to pick 2 for each.
Right.
So you got to do it with a minimum of 4 units.
Right, yeah. So two retreat.
Yeah.
All 4 can retreat. but
All
2
4 can retreat, all
you need
4
to
can
pick
charge.
4 different units.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you don't have to pick which ones like do it in what order either. So like Furies, where they get cower,
Yeah.
they can do that as their retreat instead of activating
Yep.
in combat.
Okay.
And
That's
like that'll count to it. So if you've only got 1 in combat and you're like, I'll charge the Furies in and then just piss them off.
Yeah.
Like there's ways around like other things to do with it.
So a question
Here's the
here.
Veil.
So a question here.
Linda.
Yep.
Yeah, Linda.
D6 mortals.
He has rolled a lot of
He's
one.
going-
He has
he's going
rolled
to
a
kill
lot
that
of
fly.
ones with this. That's off the screen.
Big 6 on the fly.
Big 6.
It's only got 2 wounds left, I think.
Oh, now it's got no wounds left.
Yep, done. Kills that fly.
Yeah,
Excellent.
brilliant.
Oh, this is looking.
Now the
this
question
sweet.
is, does Zach look to drop points this turn and just kind of jump on these 3 flies?
I think so.
I think so.
Yeah.
I mean, once the flies are dead, what army does he have left? You can't capture objectives when your army's in the dead pile.
Yeah.
I've heard.
Yeah.
I wouldn't know. I'm not playing Masters.
Well, no, you can, but you have to play
Actually,
kits. or
terrible at
death.
Warhammer.
Yeah. I barely even know what any army I don't play.
What is a Warhammer?
Yeah. I actually do know what a Warhammer is. The big hammer.
Big hammer.
Yeah.
Well, I consistently play mid-tables, go 3-2 at events, so
Yeah.
I'm actually
Funnily
kind
enough,
of an expert.
Galmaraz
Galmaraz is not a Warhammer. It's a
It's just a grand hammer, right?
yeah. It's like it's one of the single-handed ones. Because
Warhammer's
Warhammer's
a
the double-handed, isn't
yeah,
it?
absolutely.
Fucking the signature weapon. Doesn't.
Yeah,
even
there we
count.
go. Yeah, so there's it.
There, anyway.
Yeah. And so the cheeky part here is we've currently got 7 on that objective. Zach's got 7. If he activates with that unit first, kills that fly, and then brings 3 back to that unit at the end of the turn,
Yeah, he's got it.
he's got that objective.
Yeah. Because is that fly's not on that objective, is it?
No, he's not at the
okay.
moment. And he's probably charging away where he can't pile onto it now.
Yeah, so staying outside of 3.
Yeah.
Again, intent outside of 3.
Yep.
Perfect. Perfect warhammering. This is Masters level warhammering.
Exceptional.
Right here. Exceptional.
Let's see if he can pull this one out of his ass.
Is Olinda going to do anything?
Ooh, that was a 1. What was that 1 for? Was that for the Harridans being able to fight in combat? Oh no, we're still in the charge phase. No, okay.
Oh, that would be, if those Harridans can fight, that is...
If that 20 blob can fight, we're cooking.
Yep.
How many are left in them now? Or how many do you...
I think he brought back.
Yeah, he must be sitting on like 14 or something.
Yeah.
That's a lot of models there.
Yeah. And did he get the neg 1 to wound? Again.
Didn't hear much of his spell casting. I'd handed the headphones back at that point.
So it's Jesse's fault.
It is 100% my fault. Actually, I blame the chat, because if they can't let us know.
Yeah. What the
Yeah,
hell,
come on, chat. Fucking.
Why don't you tell us what's happening?
23 of you.
We had 23 people in the chat. That's crazy.
All of them model citizens.
Hey guys, I'm YouTube famous now.
Yeah, good decision to start with them.
Yeah. Yeah, get your pile-ins. And then that way
Can't
bring
pile
back. Oh, yeah, can't pile.
Still can't pile in.
Oh, yeah. Okay, hopefully that charge was big enough then.
Yeah.
I don't think he'll take that objective. Can't see it too well from here at the moment.
Yeah,
but he
no,
might
he-
not take it with that charge.
I think he's really going to need to bring back those 3 models now to get that objective.
Yeah. As long as he's got at least 5 on there at the moment, he should be fine.
Double for Zach would be really good here.
Depending on how much of this this blob of flies he kills with these Harridans, because if they can't move once again, it's a hard charge for them to be able to do anything useful. Like, depending on where he stands at the end of this, he might want to give it away. Because if there's only 2 flies on the board, a Lord of Afflictions and a Bellicor,
What are they
you,
realistically going to do?
you're almost just like, yeah, cool, I'll give it away and I'll get my unit back
Get
on the
unit
next
back.
turn,
That's right, yep.
rather than risking the 3-ups.
So question here, how's the tower situation looking? Are they
So it's
both-
not looking good for Tom, to be honest, because he needs to control that, right? Which means he needs more models around it.
Yep.
Unless Bellicor gets his ass over there and blows it up. Because Bellicor's a monster?
Yep.
Yeah, question mark, yep. But
but
Bellicor is currently
even-
holding its own objectives. So.
Even if it's blown up, you can still, for the purposes of this mission, contest it, I'm fairly
Right,
certain.
okay.
And it's weird on the wording, so for your one, you need to have more than your opponent to get... No, for your one, you need to have no enemy models within 3.
Yep.
And for your opponent's one, you need to have more than
Like
them.
contest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like one of the... on the like opposite direction, it's an odd one. This is one of the worst battle plans I've got in here.
Worse than knife to the heart.
What was that?
Worse than knife to the heart.
I didn't play that. What was that? Was that like
It's,
AOS 2?
if you control 2 objectives, you win automatically.
Oh, that's right. After turn
Yeah,
3.
that was,
So
that,
shit,
was,
man.
that was like one of the ones where if you couldn't control the middle one until you had your home one,
Oh,
and you couldn't control the end one until you had the
Yeah,
middle one.
yeah.
But they didn't specify like timing on when you had to
Yeah.
hold what one.
Yeah. I don't know why they made the Vice and then didn't put that in every single GHB after that, because it's the best map in the game. I'm throwing it out there.
Which one's the Vice?
The Vice, the one where the objectives, it's you play half the table, but like long ways, the opposite
Yeah, yeah.
way, and the objectives move towards the center. So they
Oh,
start in
yeah.
the corner
Yeah.
and then halfway, and then there's one objective left in the center.
Oh, well, yeah, that was
turn
on. It was all 4 corners,
Yeah,
and
all
they went
4.
into the
And they
middle.
were going
Yeah,
towards
yeah,
them.
that one was great.
I love
That was really good
I love that, man. It's so fun.
because it forces armies to interact.
Yeah. Vice
Vice
Goat,
Goat.
yes. Goddamn
Yeah.
right. The best map in any GHB. I will not be corrected.
2 victory points if you control the tower in your territory. 2 victory points if there are no enemy units contesting the enemy wizard's tower.
Right.
So for Tom to be able to score, he'll need to wipe Zach off of that, because if Zach has 1 model there, he won't get the 2 points for the tower.
He's still got the 2. He's still got 2 flies over there on that other objective, though. That's the other.
Oh yeah, there's still plenty of game left in it, but just in terms of like achieving it, he'll have to wipe everything there.
Yeah.
So it looks like we lost a couple of Harridans as well from one of the bugs. Oh, the unit of bugs is gone though. What do you reckon?
So
Does he
he's splitting his attacks. He's
yeah, I
got
was gonna say, do you reckon he splits attacks again, or
So
does
he's
he
got
just
10.
go?
He said he's got 10 Harridans there. He's
Yep.
putting 5 into one fly and
Yep.
5 into the other 2.
Okay.
So I think he must be.
relatively confident.
I don't know. Splitting attacks, like I would.
Well, so
double down on
they'd
that.
be getting the buff at the moment because so if that was within 6 inches, they're going to be on 3s and 3s now again.
Yeah.
Turning off wards.
So he's obviously allowed to attack with him. So that
Yep.
he used up his 3 up.
Yeah.
You only got one. It's coming back for JHB 1 4th. Yes. Thank you. Was that underhanded genie?
Oh, he's one of the Geelong boys, I think.
Yep.
Plays a bit of gits. Had the 30 fanatic list at Vic GT.
Beautiful.
Yeah, it's fucking
Chef's kiss.
Yeah. So he's got his +1 to hit and wound again.
Nice. So this is into the 1 or the 2?
I didn't catch it. We'll see. See where.
Yeah, see where,
which one gets
models
picked
get
up.
picked
Yeah.
up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like when it comes to splitting fire, unless you've got something that is very good against a certain unit type, you want to
He
you
lives.
overcommit.
Yep. See. Split.
You
Just.
always
Yeah.
overcommit.
Yeah, definitely.
rather
Like
have-
realistically, 7 into the one dude if you can, and then
Yep.
3 into the others, and just
do some
hope.
chip damage. Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, really, yeah. Don't split fire, kids. It's bad.
Yeah.
It's bad for your health.
I don't think I've ever split and it go the way I want it to.
Never does.
Ever.
See, I'm bad because like I've got bad confirmation bias that split fire works because
Alright.
anytime I do it, it fucking works. It's like that shouldn't have, but it
There's
did.
always one.
Yeah.
There's always one.
And like it's every time I recommend it, I'm like, oh, you could have put like 4 and 6 in that other direction if you
Would
wanted
have done
to.
it for sure. That's a guarantee.
But like when I am doing it, I'm normally fighting with double
Okay,
fire.
so I think he's knocked one of the flies
one.
off the other side.
Alright.
Okay, not bad.
Okay.
Not a bad outcome.
That's it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm normally doing it with something that's got like a once per game double fight. So even if you do screw the pooch, it's like just
Yeah.
Still, don't split fire.
Yeah, 6 wounds on a Lindo. But there's some spirit hosts that you can bounce wounds onto, right? So realistically, it's more like 12 wounds left.
Yep.
he's still got to roll the 3-ups though to pass him to the spirit host. Otherwise, she takes it without a ward.
Yes.
Yeah, but I don't know. How much wounds can the?
I think she's only
How many wounds can these guys actually do?
yeah. How many wounds is she? Is she 7 or 8?
Yes.
Did Zach just forget to charge, or did he fail his charges down there with Ulrak and the Banshees?
No, I'm not sure what happened. Might have failed. Big 9.
So Linda has 1 wound left. It's not a tall ask.
Yeah.
So they're up to full disease.
While you're cost me $100. There's no.
Failed. You do those first.
Thank you, Nige. Oh, that does not bode well for Alinda.
Yeah, lady over swing.
Just gonna swing now.
Or did he not allocate any into her? Did you just put them all into the Rottmeier? Sorry, did he put them all into the Spirit Host? Okay, might have just put everything into the Spirit Host.
Take damage onto the little guys. From the window.
Freeze to wounds. So that is 2 and
What did we lose there? 6?
Yeah. 6 wounds.
So that's another battle shock if they're still within 3.
Yeah. fly left. Yeah, he's trying to get back and.
Do you want to take it?
So many attacks out of the flies, hey.
11 per model is just a lot.
Yeah.
And like it's only 120 points. It's nearly 10 points per attack.
Yeah. Yep.
And a decent wound base in a semi-decent save with a good ward.
Yeah.
Like they're just a good all-round package.
Wow. Nighthorn. Crazy how survivable these guys are.
The D6, yeah.
Oh, gone.
Yep.
Wow. Called it.
So that's big there
That is
because that means now whether Zach gets prio or not can try and tick up a couple of wounds from a heroic recovery on Alinda.
Yeah.
If he's not locked in combat with the, I know it looks like we've piled across into combat there. I was going to say could try and. Whoa.
Yep. So he's just taking that objective.
Brilliant.
Yep.
So that's a good 3-point turn. Like that's a good
Yeah.
recovery from a pretty big double.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There's more green on the table than before.
Yeah, he had that Lady Alinda thing.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty good player.
2 run to Battle Shock. Disease points.
That is the thing though, those disease points, they put in work over the course of a game. Like it just does a lot.
No. Oh.
Oh, is that the
Really
20 block
chipping away.
gone?
I mean, the good thing about it being Zach's turn is he gets to do Battle Shock
Before disease.
Disease,
Yeah.
right? So if that had gone the other way around, he would have lost that unit to Battle
Yeah.
Shock.
No, it's disease before battle shock. If he's doing that, he's doing it wrong.
It depends on turns.
Turn order.
No, it's always disease before battle shock.
Is it?
Did that happen at the end of the turn? In the Battle Shock phase?
What are you doing fucking sitting here with us then? Go tell them.
Alright, am I meant to? Or?
Are you meant to? What the fuck do you mean, are you meant to?
I could be wrong. Like, I'll just check the ruling myself. But I play a bit of Nurgle and I've always done disease before battle shock.
No, because I'm fairly
Maybe I've
certain,
been doing that wrong to fuck people.
I'm
you
fairly
can
certain it's
claim
in
to-
the Battle Shock step, but you still go on turn order.
Yeah. Well, whoever's turn it
I
is. gets
apologise to
choose
all
the
my
order.
opponents if that is the case, because I've always done it.
You've heard it here first, guys. We got a sorry out of Paddy.
Yeah, potentially.
At the start of the battle phase, no, it's at the start.
Battle Shock phase for each of these points.
So when does the Battle Shock happen?
After, not at the start of the battle shock phase.
There you go.
no one's.
No
But
one's
Not
cheating.
me. These motherfuckers.
The boy, no, they've been playing a certain way. and
Yeah.
they've got an agreement. So, but potentially after the game, it would be.
We'll
No,
check.
no,
We'll
sort
check.
of.
We'll check the tapes.
Well, it's not. It hasn't been in. That hasn't been in Zach's favour. So it hasn't been in Tom's favour, and Tom is the one that would be benefiting from.
Well, he's the
playing-
one who should know the rules.
Correct. So it's
I will tell him after the game, just for the folks at home.
yeah, that's right. If it was the other way around, if it was
Yeah.
to his benefit, and yeah,
Like if
Played at the
Zach's sitting there
start,
saying,
so
no,
disease
no,
and
no,
battle
Even the
shock.
chat's
Yeah.
coming through. Yeah.
yeah. So they
Tom's the one
put-
doing the rules wrong, he should know.
and he's at a disadvantage for it. So
Yeah.
it is what
that
it
would
is.
be player error.
Correct.
Well,
So if I went and fixed that one up, I would effectively be intervening on behalf of Tom, who should know better at Masters.
That's right. So they're playing the priority of contagion, disease points and battle shock incorrectly.
Because disease adds to battle shock. So you finish
Yeah.
that off.
Yeah. Which could be a big error for Tom if this bottom unit here has any.
I mean, if Zach gets the prio, it takes it. he could just retreat him back and just have 2 turns, or like another maybe couple of turns of trying to get a big rally up.
So
on
the
them.
issue has been with this single model at the bottom. Failed Battle Shock and lost 2 models, and then did the disease point after and lost another 4. Whereas if they had done it in the correct order,
would have lost extra.
would have lost the
Would have
whole
lost
unit.
the unit because there was only 1 model left.
Yeah, right. No,
But it's on Tom to know his rules.
that is true.
And the order of things. So, yeah, at this point of the game, they're playing. It's like if the objectives are not set up correctly, and then you're playing to the objectives in the wrong spot, right? If you're both playing to the wrong objective points, but you've agreed on it,
That's where you're playing.
That's right.
That's where the lay of the land is.
yeah, it's like golf. Play it where it lays.
Yeah.
In the words of Happy Gilman.
Are you too good for your home? Fucking one thing Zach and I have been loving when we've been playing TTS, there's a flick function. So at the end of the game, you just like bundle up all the
flip the
minis.
table?
No, not
Oh.
flip, but there's a flick.
Right.
So you just bundle up all the models, you just highlight them, shake them all into a little ball, and then you just get the flick function and just see how many you can stick on the scoreboard.
Nice, nice. And then that's who the real winner is.
Yeah, it's like the little golf component.
So question, updates from the other tables. So I just had a little walk around. A lot of the games are getting played really cagey.
So Zach has. We've moved on very quickly. We're in movement phase again for Zach.
Ooh, so he's won the prize and he's taken it. Oh,
Yeah,
hey.
Zach's taken the prior.
Fucking.
Well, we've been talking
There's
shit.
blood in the water. You can smell it.
So Zach definitely got.
I mean, like, look, as we were saying before, you don't really want to take the double if your 20 blob is going to be Bellacord down still. But when
Yeah.
you've only got 1 model left in that
cares?
20, you don't really give a shit. Like,
Yeah, that's right.
are you going to get rid of a double turn for 1 model? Probably not.
So I'm assuming he scored 3 then, because he got his battle tactic.
Yeah,
down
so we'd
there.
have had that and tactic.
objective.
Not bad. So this could be a really huge turn for Zach. If you can maybe,
Depends on what and where he hits.
yeah.
And disease points on 3s this turn.
Which is interesting considering you didn't heal Alinda.
That's right, because healing removes all of them, correct? Yeah. But they go back down to 1.
Goes down to 1, but like
Yeah.
if he gets that 3 up and fails a 4 up, that's Alinda dead, but she's got 1 wound left.
Oh, she's only got 1 left.
Yeah, he could have just got rid of it.
Yeah, yeah.
And then at least she's safe.
So
But
these guys are going for surely not Bellacore.
hopefully not.
Lord of Contagion would make more sense,
Yeah.
wouldn't it?
You've already got the objective. Just
He can absorb a Bellacore.
Yeah.
Turn a Bellacore. Oh, okay. Yep. He knows. He knows what's happening. Tom's like, nah, not today.
yeah.
Spirit Torment brings back end of combat phase though. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
fine. Yep. He did that to the other unit. So the unit on the objective is the unit that he brought models back.
Yeah, that 10
can-
pack was down to a 4 pack at some point. I think it's been
no,
2 combats.
Yeah. So this unit here, he brought models back. The point of contention is this guy here.
Can you just bring up the playlist, please?
Who do you want?
So who's got the KOs?
Yep.
James, Helen?
Sweet. So the 2 Jameses have just finished, James Anderson and James Hallam, and Hallam's won that one.
No way.
Yeah, way.
Okay.
So James was looking really strong. Good
Which
first
one?
turn charge. Yeah, good. James Anderson was looking really good first turn charge
Anderson.
on the gets, and but yeah, no, James come back around. Liam's looking pretty good on his game as well.
Yep.
With he's almost tabled the feck over there. Matt Tyrrell and Joel McGrath punching on in the middle. The Conspire's still alive, fighting a bunch of dwarves. But other than that, it could go either way, I feel.
So we don't actually have any.
The bug got lifted with Veil, I think.
Oh, nice. Yeah, so we don't actually have any outcome for any of the current winners.
Yeah.
So these are basically all updates for tables that
Are on the
are on the
0-1
losers.
bracket.
Yeah,
Oh,
0-1 bracket. That's all right.
Sorry.
You just got to hit this side of the
So I'll just go fuck myself.
I'm genuinely surprised that Joel Graham's still playing a game though at this stage.
Yeah.
Normally done within 20 to 30 minutes.
Yeah.
No, he's playing a main list. It's not a serious job main list.
No, but even then, like he played an Archaon and
That's what he says.
He's Archaon. He's Archaon. The only good thing he's arm is bloody Vanguard. Like it's
I don't know. That's not what James Anderson said.
yeah.
this is bullshit. You told me it sucked.
Yeah, exactly.
I think it's like one of those like I could have made it way worse.
Yeah,
that
true.
doesn't mean it's bad. It just means it's not as bad as it could have been.
What are the debuffs that he's managed to hit down here on the?
Not sure.
So we'll go for a reroll on this Britton.
I don't even know what Zach's battle tactic is this turn.
This turn probably looking at from the setup probably a lead into the Maelstrom. Pushing a couple of units in.
Oh shit.
We got fly blocked. There was 2 Harridans. Oh, there was another one under the wings. Okay. I am interested to see how the 10 Harridans do into a Bellicor.
Yeah.
Because it's still 14 wounds ethereal.
He's pretty confident. He just said, let's go kill Bellicor. So, very confident.
That's it. Put that positive energy out into
That's
the
right.
universe, man. You own it.
Manifestation.
That's it. Manifestation.
Rolled an 11 for the charge.
I hope he whiffs the shit out of this.
Same.
Rolled an 11 on the charge. Did he do the big brain play of put a -1 save on the ethereal unit?
Ugh, fails. He's only got a couple of wounds. And he bumped the fly a little bit. Good try, Tom.
A gentleman to give it to him.
Yeah, I think he said, yeah, you're in. He goes, you're in.
Did he
Yeah,
give it to
he is
him?
a gentleman. He is a gentleman. Going in like a
Like a
Chad.
Chad. Absolutely.
I'll go with the Harridans, but I'll
Gonna have to start calling him Chad Rockman in the chat.
Fours and fives into Bellicor.
yeah, look, that also probably
4s and 5s.
Yeah, so Bellicor's still got a spell, -1 to wound on him.
He doesn't put it on himself. He puts it on the target unit.
Oh, well that then.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So he's not going to kill Bellicor.
He's just trying to farm 6s at this point. Yeah.
But if you put it on that unit, wouldn't they have been -1 to wound when they were killing other shit? And
I don't know. Maybe it's just against Bellicor. I'm not sure. Someone in the chat can probably tell us.
yeah, no, because his ability is pick an enemy unit within 18. That unit is -1 to wound for all attacks it makes until your next hero phase.
Yeah, okay.
So it's a debuff that he puts out.
It's a lot of hits on 4s.
It's not an unhealthy amount of 5s.
9 saves total.
Not gonna kill
Bellicor
him.
got 12.
Nah, 14 and a 4 up.
14.
So he should survive this. But he will 100% survive it, but he shouldn't take too much of a hit.
Still takes 6 wounds.
Not quite bracketed. I think he brackets at 8. So 0 to 7 is good. 8. Oh no, 0 to 5, and then bracket. So he's bracketed at the moment, which does help a little bit. Just drops off an attack that's an extra point of 2, or an extra 2 points of damage.
Interesting. Has he forgotten about the guys on the left-hand side?
They might have got a fight last.
Ah, they did. Yep, that's what happened.
Yeah, you hit that 10 up, and
Yeah. Yep.
you're
fight
nearly
last, that'd be-
always doing your fight last.
Let's go with Rack. No, let's go with the Banshees.
All right, come on. Here go the Banshees. I was talking them up before. Come on,
Easy work.
let's clap a bug. You'll still get his wards from this.
It's all that defense.
But it's 8 attacks, 4s, 3s, Ren 2, damage 2.
Okay.
Big if he can lift both of these.
3s and 3s. 1 fail, 1 auto. Down to 6 left.
Ooh, that's pretty
6.
big. What was that? 6?
6 at Ren 2.
2, so 6 is here.
10 damage.
Fuck.
Chasing 5 ups. Lift it? No.
Shit.
Takes 5 wounds.
And then who's the hero that's in there as well?
All rack.
Is he
Pretty
sticky or not?
punchy, but he goes better into chaff.
Right.
He's got some impact hits, and if he kills any models with those impact hits, he gets extra attacks.
Right.
But outside of that, I think he's like 3 or 4 attacks at damage 3.
Oh, is it the guy in the chair?
In the boat, he's just got like a big paddle that he hits people with from 3 inches away.
I'm just swinging. I'll give him a 5 up for his first. Hey, you all have defense. I did my
This will be 300.
Where's the Canwraith when you need him? I think he's fine.
He would not be doing a lot in this in this
No,
matchup.
that's fine. Canwraith's good to go.
Oh, actually, you're not going to hit the 2.
But they are.
Okay, 4 attacks, D3 damage. That's not terrible. Not good, but you know.
Alright, right there, so it's holding it. No, the dice.
And then 3.
With 4 stand.
Take 2. So 2
Oh.
is raining.
It's, took 5 wounds on 5 up wards and then rolled 3 5 ups.
Okay, so he didn't kill any out of those 2 bugs on the far left then. Did Ulrak not?
Nah.
Didn't
Swing and
pop
a
off?
miss.
Have
See
they,
what-
have
what,
they mentioned what the tactic was?
No, I'm going to listen out for it now.
Just because I'm now on 3s.
Yep.
Yeah, so on. The Banshees. Moved it. The Harris. Takes it one more. Lydia.
Oh, Lady Hollander survives.
And then I inspire.
Yeah, because he's not terrifying.
I'm terrified.
I think if he gets a big rally here,
Okay? It's not you get to be terrifying.
I am scary.
he's
I
probably
understand, but I can also
still in it. Like he's not out of it at the moment, but it wasn't the greatest double turn.
Aurak has been really disappointing.
Especially for the possibility of being doubled again. Like he was double 1 into 2 and then double 2 into 3.
Yeah.
If he gets doubled 3 into 4, that's
Yeah, huge.
I mean, he's only got 2 bugs on the table that are actually mobile.
It was led, so I'm still in combat.
Absolutely, both ends, yeah.
Oh, it was lead.
Charges over here.
You certainly rolled not amazing. But then you rolled good elsewhere. No, this time was not a good dice. Last time was a good dice.
Let's see.
Yeah, that would be my first go-to.
That's a good idea. I agree.
Some good banter going on the table. Very close.
Took off the heels, that's one deal. 20. I just rallied 5 back.
Yeah, so the 2-pack of flies are tied up. The Lord of Afflictions is free, and he's got 1 gimped out fly, still good to go.
Yeah.
He's got the gut rot down in the bottom, like next to the faction terrain still.
I think the issue is going to be summoning is going to become a problem.
With the flies still on the table, then
Yeah.
summoning, you just keep bogging shit down.
Yeah.
You'll get less disease points now, though, that Zach's pushed them into Be'lakor.
Yeah, there's a lot less 6s to be rolled. But
No, sorry, the summoning points. So if you're in the opponent's
right,
territory,
yeah,
you can
sorry.
knock a couple of points off as well.
Yeah.
But he should already be close to summoning some more Nurglings as well if he wanted to, I think.
yeah. Yeah, the issue is like he's got that
Yeah. Yeah, it's just more resources that
Yeah.
you need to handle at some point.
because they're 4 wounds a pop, and if you don't kill them
They just heal.
completely, they're
They
just
just
healed
heal.
back. So you can't half do them.
Yeah. I had a game where I think I put some Beast Flayers into some Nurglings, and someone was like, "Oh no, it's fine, they're harmless." Killed like 4 of my Beast Flayer unit, and I didn't kill a base. I was like,
Yeah.
"You're full of shit. You
Yeah.
are full of goddamn shit."
Yeah, checks out. Nurture.
Ooh,
Nurture
yeah,
the
good pick.
Narwhal.
Good pick.
Is that what it was?
I think so. Yeah, kill a unit within 12 of the tree.
No.
Hurak is like on the bee's dick of 12.
So then we're going to go to stuff and things.
So you've done heroic action.
So heroic action, I'm going to go for a...
Yeah, I swear to God, if Zach does not hit the rally here, he does not deserve to win.
Get it. And I'm going to rally that when you dip.
Is he hitting the rally?
Yeah.
Good job. Fucking better. Just big 6s.
4.
Yeah,
4
not
out of
bad.
18. That's exactly on point, isn't it? Yeah. Oh no, more than.
Yeah, more than. Yeah. Should have got 3.
Yep.
But even then, like, we've seen what a pack of 6 back up to 10, and
Yeah.
like if he can,
Yep.
if they survive and they're not locked.
Would have been huge if you had a spike 6s then. Like 6 or 7 back. Would have been massive.
Yeah.
What's the maximum you can get? Is 10 wounds?
10 wounds. Yeah.
I like the look of the new rally mechanic though that's coming in with 4th as well. So you roll, I think it's 6 dice, and then every 6 up is a wound. Like you roll X amount of dice, and then that is the amount of wounds that you can bring back
Yeah.
to a unit. So if you've got a multi-wound unit, if you've got Chaos Chosen, for example, and you want to bring 2 models back,
You've really got to.
you got to get 6 of those resources that are on whatever dice
Yeah,
roll to
yeah.
bring back 2 models.
Yep.
As opposed to just being like, I'm just going to hope I roll 4 6s.
Yeah, for models per
Yeah.
model. Doesn't matter how many wounds they got. Very quick hero phase. Already on a movement.
So no casting from, or no lifting veils from a Linda?
No. Linda's is done in the start of combat, though.
Shooting phase, but
phase.
only in your
Her
shooting
turn.
phase.
Yeah.
He's fucking playing with fire here though, not heroic recovering her again. Like she's gonna be a good source of output for him throughout the course of the game if he keeps her up. But
Well, she's the only one that can take his tower, right? Alinda's the only one that can control.
no, any unit can control a tower.
Oh, yeah,
it's
yeah.
just in terms of contesting.
I think it's if you don't have anyone on the board that can contest at the start of the game. Otherwise, it's got to be a wizard. I believe.
True. If I wanted to retreat.
Let me check.
Is his general still up, or is his general dead? Looks like his general might be dead.
So,
That's not accurate, unfortunately. So they FAQ'd the actual battle plan.
they did they?
Yeah.
Right.
So
Good old G-Dub makes
Yeah.
it impossible to find rules. Love it.
this is part of the reason why I hate this one, because you get so many people that read it like, oh yeah, we've got a tournament, we're gonna read the pack, and then it's just fucking wrong. You're like, oh, actually no, like it's. So that's the updated version. If you want to have a browse through.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, that's one of my gripes with this mission. That just like, I would like my GHB to be a somewhat voice of reason.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not a problem with the mission. That's a problem with core or making changes after you've sold a $7 book. Or however much.
Yeah, okay. It's very, very much changed from the this version where it talks heavily about wizards.
Yeah,
It's
and
like a
also
defensible
like
terrain.
I think that like initially you had to be in the garrison, and then
yes.
they made part of that change was like, okay, well Gargants can't get into a garrison,
Right.
And they're like, oh, but you just need to be contesting it, and then there was something else that interacted shitty there.
Yep.
So then they changed it again. It was just like,
So Gargants is still in for a chance because they can just blow up the other person. So it's like, I'm not going to score, neither are you. And then it's even, right?
digital rules only, please.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. Just let me pay a subscription and just give it to me.
Just fucking give it to me for free without having to pay us. Like,
They want to make their money, right? I
Yeah.
get that. Like let them eat cake, but just let me have the fucking rules.
No. No.
No. You're
Every
a
other-
Wikipedia fan, are you?
Oh yeah. Every other game's coming, like Warlord and Marvel Crisis and everything else.
yeah, everything
like
else is digital.
Even-
yeah.
It's
even-
all free digital rules. There is no reason why Games Workshop
ASOS,
can't do the same.
they update their cards digitally and then let you reprint them,
Yep.
like in the same kind of design factor. So you just
Yeah,
fucking slot
yeah.
it into a little card slip or card cover.
No. There is no reason. If you want to pay for a codex or a book to get the book, I love collecting the books. I've got all of them for every army that I play. But
Yeah. They're just,
Yeah, I think do the like army books as lore.
yeah, law books.
Yeah. And then that means that they need to actually pay people to be creative and write lore.
Well, they can put Call to Glory in
Librarians
it.
just
They can put Call to Glory in it. Let them have that.
Yeah.
Chuck that in. There's
Yeah,
a rule set in that
yeah,
book.
yeah.
Because Call to Glory is very narrative.
Yeah.
As should the book, right?
Ooh, big charge over the top.
Swarm the objectives. It's going for another 4-pointer.
So if Ulrich can survive here, this will be pretty big. Just because he ignored this pack of Harridans, Zach might be able to add just 3 to it at the end of the turn, which will take him up to 9, then potentially hit a rally. Like, could realistically get to above 10. And if Ulrich survives, he stops a battle tactic.
Do you see that happening
It's 4-ups.
from the flies?
So Ulrich, if he survives over there, he's just got to make 4-up saves.
How many wins do you have left?
I don't think he's been hit very hard. It looks like a 2.
Yeah.
And Zach counts up. So
6 left. No, how many?
I think he's got like 7. He's got 7 on his profile, but yeah, I can't remember if that means for Zach he's got 2 wounds left or he's taken 2 wounds.
This is from Belcor, I think.
Set faces.
Yeah. They survived.
Yeah.
Zach, he's like, yeah, they're dead anyway. And Zach's like, I'm going to make you roll it. And then sure enough, survives.
He does get that from me because anytime we play, he's like, do you want to just lift him? I was like, nah, fuck you, roll him.
You can roll it, mate.
Yeah.
You can roll it.
Fucking going into a 6-up save with Rend 1, roll it. Do it.
Versus units, so I have to save just in terms of movement itself.
He's trying to get himself out.
But he's got fly, so he can technically go over the edge of Bellacor's base. He doesn't have to go
I don't think
around.
you can. You can't move through models.
No, you can't end on models. So if you've got fly, because you can go over the top of a model when you fly over it for a charge roll, you just can't land on it. So the same with the pile-in, because you've got fly.
Yeah,
You can move over the curvature of the base, but you can't land on their base.
The only issue is, oh yeah, true.
So he
if you've
can
got a
he can go
3-inch
he
base,
can
you
go
just
3
fly
inch
straight through it.
he can go technically 3 inches straight line away, which
Yeah.
means that he may not be able to reach to get that last swing in on him.
He'd gone to the left, he could have gone to the right, and then he'd definitely be out.
Yeah,
Oh, true. Yeah.
but like also I think that means that this Spirit Torment is now effed in the A because he's gonna have 2 bugs jumping on him.
So just getting Aurak a 5-up ward.
Yep,
instead
beautiful.
Of 6. It's really banking on him surviving over there.
Even then, it's not even like banking on him surviving. It's just if he does get the dice to do it, that's a 2-point swing.
Yeah, yeah.
Like
for
it's
sure.
it's the command point that for 2 battle points.
Picked up some disease.
all of the disease. He picked up all of it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
This general, they were over there, and then something else was there.
That is 6 damage. He's got 6 left, he's on 5.
Is it 5-up wards? He's got to make 1. Yeah, okay.
Still
So
good.
he's still got 3 wounds left.
Yeah. So that's the thing. Those 4-ups, 4-ups into 5-ups are fucking shit to deal with.
So into the Nurglings now.
Yep.
Swinging back. Oh, 6. 6 off the D3s. Killed one. Got one.
Hey, get him!
Four or none.
Yeah,
4 or none.
that isn't even a me going for Zach point. That's just a fuck Nurglings
Yeah,
point.
100%.
This list was fine until he summoned Nurglings.
Yeah, yeah.
I was all on board for Tom.
Yep. 1 wound from the Nurglings.
So that means
He
oh
survives.
no, not yet. He's still got the disease points.
True.
And he won't have the 5-up ward at that stage because the 5-up ward is only for it's like the combat phase. Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you pick up the Spirit Torment?
Yeah. Then we've got the sure. So Vital.
Oh no, so now we're doing Nurglings into Aurak. Sorry. My bad. That's a lot better. More dice. So is it? 7 disease points. On 3s. 5 disease.
Easy.
Oh.
Easy. Not even worried.
Quad 6s. Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. No, he's fine. See you, buddy.
He dead.
Yep. Then on the Harridan.
I think this is it.
Harridan's the other guy.
All 1. So 4 up. Takes it.
Dead. Oh no. Far out.
He is holding on by the.
Just.
Oh, so hang on. Alinda's only taken 1 wound, so he counts down.
Right, okay.
Sitting here sweating for Alinda, and she's chilling.
Yeah.
Gene, I can't tell if Zach's spellcasting savant is still alive or not.
So Zach's just 1 prior.
Ooh, okay. But yeah, I can't tell if his spellcasting savant is still alive, and Tom's is contest Zach's wizard tower at the end of the game. So if Tom can get his grand strat, he'll get a 5-point swing most likely because of the mission as well. I'm gonna have a wander and look at some of the tables. Ooh, Miss School's here.
Magical dominance.
Yeah, let's throw magic dom. Lady over.
Magic of Dominance for battle tactic.
Oh yeah, profession, we'll go for CP.
That cast and don't get on board.
Yeah. Yeah. Do another big rally down the bottom.
Yeah. Spike it.
Yeah.
Spike the sixes, boy.
2 out of 16, I think. Oh, not quite. Yeah, it would have been 16 dice.
So I'm gonna go for a heal.
I try to kill as much as I can with my 3 units, really.
Yeah.
And he's got.
So it almost would have been better off going into that Lord of Affliction or the Flies with those 7 Harrowings.
Yeah, rather than Be'lakor, because
Rather than
being neg 1 to wound makes a big difference.
Yeah. And then, you know, they've at least cleaned something else up. Bellacor's not doing anything. So maybe a bit of a misplay there.
Yeah, I think so.
That's a good start.
You can have a bold. And have a bold. Oh, you got 2 cards. You only need 2 cards now? Yeah. I may as well go for an unbind. I'm a +1 to this. You can have it.
That's all.
Yeah. It's not helpful. Second cards.
I'm not going to choose to do it because I'm doing magic dom.
Correct. And we have no primal dice.
We have no primal one.
That was spicy, man. I like that play. Yeah, 100%. Fist bumps. On that.
Lord of Affliction got a 6-inch redeploy. That ruined the fun. Yeah, he still could have got him.
Yeah.
Don't make excuses for him, Notch. All
I'm
right.
going to redeploy with my gentleman. Yep.
Sounds good. Looking good.
100% is looking good, man.
We got on the general.
Yep. 2 up. Takes 5. 4 ups.
Looking very tight.
And then I'm going to shoot you with the cool dust.
Into the general?
Into the
You'll
general.
allow defense. Ren 2.
Run 2 1 damage.
No, it's fine.
So that is 3 saves, snake 2, 1 damage.
3 saves next.
1 damage.
Okay, so he takes 3.
So,
Didn't he take... Took 2 first up? Saved 3, so he's at 6. Sorry. Sorry. Maths is hard.
let's go, Lady O.
Yep. It's
These charges are dog shit.
Yeah, you need to have a...
It's really gunning for Be'lakor. He's trying to charge Be'lakor.
Why?
I don't know.
let it go, man.
I don't think Be'lakor is the problem here.
No. The Flies that are scoring in points.
Yeah.
And I mean, if he'd gone into Be'lakor last turn, he'd still have 2 full turns. Sorry, if he'd gone into the Flies last turn and picked one up, he'd still have 2 full turns
Yep.
to score. And I mean, the victory points that you're potentially getting when you could have gone over reinforced Ulrich,
Yep.
potentially kept him alive. There you go. You know, I think that was really could have been done better.
Yeah.
And then he'll be
Might be the fact that he hasn't played much Nurgle
Gotcha.
and not knowing where to put the attacks, because we saw it last game with Jake, not knowing how to deal with the Gargants and not being able to, like, not backing yourself to really put everything in and just blast them.
So,
What would you like to do, my friend?
I need to kill that fucking idiot before I hit your general. Yep. So,
What news of the match?
Those Nurgles do look really good. Yeah, I just had a look at them. They are so much better than the stream. I'm sorry, the stream is good, but they are great in person. So Matt and Joel, there's not a lot left in terms of Fire Slayers or Ideneth.
Right.
Liam's pretty comfortable against the Feck. It looks like Terrence has lost a fair few Bliss Barb, and I'm wondering if the Recursion will keep Soulblight in, but I don't know where the points are. And Joel Graham looked like he had a pretty commanding spot, but had a bad combat phase from the sounds of, which isn't great for slaves.
It's definitely a lot closer of a round.
Yeah, Clarky's just conceded, I think.
Yeah, he was not sounding very confident when I talked to him.
Yeah.
Classic conceding Clarky.
Yeah, I've heard they say that about it.
It's only the Clarks with the E's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Threes. No, I think that falls in. So just that.
Played against these cool boys in Geelong. That was interesting.
Did he concede?
No,
Nah.
no, he shot me in the fucking.
Yeah. Cool boys.
So, I'm going to swing on the Harridans next.
Did Zach manage to rally back a couple more?
Two or three?
Yeah, okay. So back to a pack of 10-ish.
Yeah, something like that. We were just saying before about going into a Fly or the Lord of Affliction instead of Bellicor might have been a better play.
Yeah.
Yeah. This seemed like a better idea when I announced that I was doing it than when I actually had to do it. So, for the thoughts, right? Yeah, I can't plus out of that. Even so, I feel
Now the question here is, does he swing with Linda first, try and kill that bug, and then just push the 10 or 11 that he's got into the Lord of Afflictions? Because he's got an Arcane Bolt loaded up. She's got a bit of output, but the ward is going to make it difficult.
Yeah.
What did he roll for his debuffs?
Oh, I'm not sure. I didn't look that when I went around.
I think
I think it was a lot of negs to hit.
I think the fly's at like neg 3, so
Yeah, cool. Yeah, all out attack this, chump.
nicely done.
good.
Hey.
That was Zelinda.
Yep. That means that now the Harridans are powered up because a unit within 6 took damage, I think.
Oh,
And
nice. So
they're-
he could pick up his Lord of
And they're
Affliction.
2-inch range, yep.
Yeah,
so he
2-inch
could,
range is all in, pretty
could
much.
swing with the whole unit at 3s and 3s, no ward.
Yeah.
And that Lord of Afflictions.
He's
Really
taken a couple of wounds as well already, I think.
But with the split horn helm, that 4+ ward. Is,
Oh, is he?
Is he losing that?
Yeah,
yeah,
that's the
yeah.
ward. They might be gone.
So that's why they're so, because it's the combination of the no commands and
No wards.
and the 4+ ward makes them really survivable. But
Oh, yeah.
He's got stuff to shut all that down.
yep,
It's turning into a hell of a game.
he doesn't need a command because he's getting a +1 from the
The ability.
Hadron's ability.
3s and 3s?
Yeah. Did you find a star with the Lord of Affliction?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, or +1 to save.
Yeah. Because he's a 3-up base, isn't he? He's on a 2-up now.
Yeah.
So it's a tall ask.
Yeah. You've been
So for weighted damage, weighted dice.
Yeah.
They still, like, a 10-pack gets like 40 attacks.
That's a lot. That's a lot of rolls.
Oof. Oh,
3-up save. Yeah, so 2-up with all out defense.
Yeah.
So he's 3-up base. 3-up base. Just show me 2 ones.
He's only got 2 wounds left.
I see 1-1.
1-1. He lives on 1.
Oh my god, only one.
Alinda does still have an Arcane Bolt on her, it looks like. Is that the token there, the Arcane Bolt?
No, don't even ask.
No,
bro.
don't. Yeah, leave it.
No, we can't. Can't lead the witness, sir.
true.
No disease.
Oh, that could have been...
They all win.
big there.
It started.
She can still no. So she could do it in battle shock phase if she wants.
Yeah, it's the
So,
start
like,
of any phase.
Yeah,
Take 4 damage.
Then you still get the ward from the.
You'll get the 4 up.
yeah.
I mean, it's just 1 wound, hoping he doesn't get a 4 up.
Oh, you definitely do it. Like,
Yeah.
One disease.
Oh yeah.
3.
2 wounds, but he
Does,
had all those dice.
Is that token there an arcane bolt?
Has he still got the Arcane Bolt, or has he thrown it already?
Don't
Don't ask.
Don't go over.
Yeah, don't go over. Don't ask.
Subtle, real subtle, Pat. Subtly is your specialty.
Goes over there.
You've heard subtle as a sledgehammer, haven't you? Yeah, cool. Yeah, that's Pat.
Always used it.
Oh, yeah, there we
Oh,
go.
he's just remembered.
Come on. Is that a 3?
That was a 3.
Oh, in the tray.
4 disease.
Nah.
What do you reckon about that? Do you reckon if it's out of the tray, I suppose
It
you
depends on
agree
it depends on what
before
they're
the game?
ruling.
Yeah.
It's like I don't roll with the tray for that reason because like shit bounces out. It's like oh well this one might be okay.
Yeah, so I
like,
think they've agreed on it at the
If
start.
it's not in the tray, you're
I'm a
right.
messy player though, so I like to roll on everywhere on the board. I
You
don't
play
give a
gets
fuck.
though. You got.
Yeah, true. I'm just
fucking
messy in
dice.
general.
yeah, I'll normally try and find like a clear spot on the table and I'll just roll it.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, but if they've agreed, if it's out
Sure.
of the box, then
Yeah,
resolve
exactly.
They could at least put the box in the middle so we've got a good view.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I know,
Right.
fucking not doing us any favors.
Playing off to the side of the table here.
Yeah, I still have
I mean, ideally, if I was getting paid to do this, Tristan, wherever he is, we'd have a dice cam set up, right? And you'd have a box specifically there, and we would just dice cam it. But
Getting tabletop
Tristan's not paying me
Titan,
enough.
tabletop Titan vibes out of it.
Yeah,
nothing, which means we'll be even Stevens.
But you've got a turn of.
So
Do we have any sponsors?
So
Any shout out for sponsors?
me, I want to share that.
Shout out to Jesse's streaming services. If you want streaming services like this at your next
Yeah.
local tournament, as
So-
long as it's near Canberra,
Did you get this?
I think you got the menu Dom.
They just talked about it.
And if you
Yeah, he got that, but that's all he got.
yeah, and if you're like any other streamer, probably shouting out to Squarespace.
you know, with Squarespace, you can take on a Squarespace. What's that? Skillshare.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
can learn courses in like 10 days, man.
Unfortunately, Zach has not learned how to play Warhammer.
So didn't get the battle tactic.
Did sorry, yes, got the belt. That's all he got.
Yeah.
My bad.
It's going to be a beast and noble summoning turn.
Where am I looking?
They might have some Skillshare courses for literacy skills if you need one, Jesse.
Who said that?
I don't know, Skillshare. Samuel Jackson or someone who got paid to say it.
So, sounds like they're talking out the last couple of turns because Zach more or less has said, I think that's it.
Yeah.
Summoning?
Yeah, I think not dropping the Lord of Afflictions there because he could have then, if you dropped him, try for a rally again, maybe get lucky, just see where it lands.
Absolutely.
I really think that he was going like really great turnaround. I think putting those 700s into Bellator.
Yeah, he literally just. So Thomas just said if he had died, very much in the game still.
Yeah.
Because then he'd still have he'd have that entire 10 block would still be alive. Or getting rallied up on the
Yeah,
side,
yeah,
on the
exactly.
back
Yeah,
end
if
of
he,
the board.
if he kept them up, that's a good point as well. The 10 block just wouldn't have lost a whole bunch there.
Primal dice? Yep, for me. Yep, for me.
So just
Rolling a
primal
prior to
dicing.
talk it.
They're primal dicing now
Oh, yeah.
The highest damage.
because Tom still hasn't had his turn 4,
Yeah.
and they're even now.
I got my summoning points. I've done my heals. There's nothing else.
Oh, we're still in the primal.
Jeez.
We had a new JSP, wasn't it?
No, they did a 12-month rotation on this one.
Yeah.
Well, they did 12 months on the not as good one.
Yeah.
6 months on the good one.
Yeah. I still think the Monster Mash one was the
The
best
Monster
one.
Smash one was the best.
That was brilliant. I
Is that
was
second edition?
no. So it was the first
First one.
GHB of third.
Ah, right.
I was playing Monster Trucks from Ogres at that point, so I started with Monster Truck Ogres on that GHB. I thought it was a great addition, but I had a lot of monsters going around.
Yeah,
Like,
fair.
simpler times. Run 3 monsters, have them land within each other for a point. Done.
I get my 2 CP for this turn. I'll go for a recovery on Bellator.
Show us more drawings on the map to earn that shout out.
Draw a dick on the map.
Draw a fucking, how do you like them apples?
Accurate.
Looking a bit Chodesque there.
Yeah. Oh wait, yours doesn't look like that.
Don't judge us, man.
I got what those kids are calling pencil dick.
Yo, the game is needles. Is that Waterboy? Oh, what a classic.
Any outcomes from any games? I wonder. Any of the serious games?
No, I think other than Matt, Kieran and Clarkey, I think the others are still going for the winning bracket.
We going? I think he might be going. What's he doing here? Might be setting up for Surround Destroy later on, or let into the Maelstrom maybe.
That's what I've been doing.
He's already done that. Yeah, he'll be streaming again tomorrow. I got to bail after this game, so someone else is going to have to take over the stream, but that's alright. It's pretty easy.
For when tomorrow?
Nah, for the next game.
There's no next game. There's only two games today.
2 games today?
Yeah,
Oh,
so
perfect.
two today and 2 tomorrow.
Fuck yeah, alright.
Yeah, four game round.
Mad. I like that.
Yeah, I dig it.
So it means it's a bracket of 16.
Yeah, okay.
4 gives you, at 16,
A
4 gives you
clear
a
winner.
4-0.
Yeah, nice.
Which is why they were saying before, like, what happens if we get a tie? It just fucks the whole system.
Yeah,
You go
Don't
punch
tie.
on in the parking lot until someone walks out.
No, I think that's where secondaries come in, right?
Yeah.
With a tie, they're like, whoever gets
Apparently, kill points is the secondary.
kill points is
Yeah.
the secondary.
Not battle tactics.
No, Pat was like, just whoever killed the most shit gets the tie break.
You know, I like that.
Yeah,
it's,
keep
in,
it
the, it's
simple.
in the spirit of the game.
Yeah. Means you can't play cagey and then be like, oh, why did I win? But fucking because you didn't play the game, dickhead.
Summoning. I'm out of summoning points. Shouldn't matter. Charges. Bellicor goes for a charge. No shooting this turn. I don't know. Have I been a stupid? I don't think I've been a stupid. I don't think I've been a stupid. So then we go charge Bellicor. Yeah. Yep. 11. That's a pretty good. But we just,
CP.
yeah. I think he's just going to go to here. And Monstrous Rampage, he's going to stop.
Yeah, I think this will be all she wrote.
Yeah. Stomp the unit.
He does 1 mortal wound.
1 mortal.
6.
Fuck the box. He's like, I'm rolling out of the box now, I don't care.
Pile around. To get out of scary Alinda range.
Be afraid.
He's so afraid.
This is very, very close. Coming into turn 2, I was very skeptical the Nighthorn to be able to hold on.
Yeah.
Very impressed.
Yeah, no, definitely a few minor changes to his gameplay that we've already talked about. I think would have been potentially a very different game.
Focusing on Bellicor, just not worth it.
Linda's going to show you what she's got.
It's only 5 points on the objective, right?
Yeah,
That's it.
he already had the bodies there.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, well, just talking to that, he could have still held the objective and risked nothing.
Yeah.
Highly outside of 7.
Yeah, makes sense.
I know. But headhunting is fun, so
Yeah.
there's that too.
Into 4s.
And like, that's the other thing. Once Bellicor has popped that ability, like, yeah, sure, he can go out and be a little beat stick, but you've got a 4-up ward. Bellicor's benefit in combat is that he's got a bunch of Ren 2 damage 2 attacks. Once he's done his ability, you can practically ignore him in this Nighthorn.
Yeah. Well, that's his whole thing, right? Is that ability. Like,
Yeah.
that's his whole game plan.
Okay.
Oh,
So Bellicor gets
Smash
back.
Thanks.
And you'll be minus
super gangster. It was like 24-13. Hi, internet.
He's all attack.
Do you have any shout-outs?
Squarespace, Skillshare,
Please sign up for
Raid-
Squareshare, guys.
Raid-
Raid Shadow Legends.
Please download the AOS game on Steam. It has terrible reviews.
usually 2 damage, so it goes down to 1 damage. Right? Yeah.
Takes 3 wounds, so 2 remains.
It was.
It was.
Yeah.
It was a.
And then we'll just steamroll. Don't tell me it's 9-1.
No, Zach focused on Bellicor and should have focused on the flies.
Oh, no, that is the correct call. Yeah.
Got slapped by Bellicor, and it just, that kind of was the pivotal point we think that turned the game, so very, very close.
Yeah,
Especially considering how much he was behind after the first turn.
Yeah.
he got a rough 1-2 double, bunch of fly. He got top of turn, flies pushed in, flies got double.
So,
Nope, she dies.
Yeah, that's it. That's
Yeah.
it.
Shake hands, boys.
Means I have absolutely nothing to do
There's
next
nothing
turn.
left, yes. So we just roll prio.
So I think that's a max score to Tom.
What do you have left to do tactics?
Conversation.
Yeah, so you get intimidate.
Just go intimidate.
Yeah.
I don't think you can even.
Hey!
Yeah. Hands are being shook.
Yeah.
As
Hands are shooketh.
Yeah.
Toys are packed away.
Over here, I can auto run him, and then you
Great recovery by Zach, but
actually you got to try.
then throw it.
yeah, so they're just gonna play a fight out, I think, between.
Yeah, so that's a 9 point at the end.
Yeah, sweet. So Tom's just called, I think, at least a 9-point win.
I really appreciate it.
So
Yeah, sounds about right.
Sorry I'm with your head, but
Easy will get +5. Zach will deny 2 there, and then he'll get a 4-point turn here.
Yeah.
Plus he would have got a 4-point there.
it's just that
Does he have a tactic for turn 4 or 5? Set up for the surround, and he hasn't done intimidate yet. So then he does intimidate, yeah. So he'd get max points for the next 2, and then +5.
the post-game debrief. What did I do wrong? Where do you reckon I went wrong? It's good.
You rocked up.
Yeah, you rocked up. There's Liam. Oh, look at this blurry ass camera.
It's fine.
That's what happens when you don't pay for a stream.
Yeah, that's right.
Me eating a carrot on a shitty camera.
Terrible camera. I don't know if it's a focus.
This is part of the OnlyFans subscription as well. Just gonna see Nick
This
eating
ain't
a
safe for
carrot.
children, right?
No.
No, God,
Fuck
no.
Warhammer in that game.
That's right, we've already been demonetized.
Oh, original model is great. Cool. Dude, Tales of Thunder is such a shit.
Yeah.
Such a shit battle plan.
Everyone's
Can we get a
Nice.
redraw for day 2?
What's that?
Can we get a redraw for day 2? I don't want to deal with ice fields.
You'd be right.
I like to run.
They don't want to take mortals when you run.
Yeah.
Why? Why would you have that in the game? Very specific fetish. I know. Subscribe to my OnlyFans.
All right. Well, I think that might be it for day
Does that
one.
wrap us up for day 1?
Yeah, I think we're done. I think. Does Zach want to have a chat?
Interview.
He's got PTSD now.
Yeah.
Come on.
Come on, come in.
Come on,
All right,
boys.
we're here.
Bring it in. We need a
You need streaming
post
content.
game debrief.
So,
Oh, this is cute.
yeah.
How can you see it?
There you go.
Can I sit down or do we want to
Take a seat. Take a seat.
take a seat.
There you go. I was here to pose
You're,
and not
you're
know what to do
Warhammer
with my
famous
hands.
now.
That's my dream. I've always wanted to be Warhammer famous,
Could you
not
guys
just
hear us
regular
talking
famous.
shit from this side of the wall?
No, not at all.
No,
not at
good.
all.
That's all right.
How much shit were you hanging on us?
A lot.
Oh, yeah, a lot.
fair
It was
bit.
both ways.
Good. Yeah, like mainly at me, right?
No, both ways.
Both
No,
ways.
he's fine.
No, I hang like it
was-
goes both
you
sides.
got- you
You
got-
guys
you
are hanging
can't
off shit
all
on
swing,
each
okay.
other.
Yeah,
It's
that's
great.
true.
On yourselves, I should
Yeah,
say.
absolutely. Keep it light with when you play hay.
Yeah,
Like,
good,
so important.
Good close game.
Very
close.
Yeah, it really came down to that last prio that I was able to clinch, I think. Like, I was just thinking about that, like, when I got that final one, it said the Lord of Affliction's not dying to your no wards and then rolling prio into after that was such a nail in the coffin. You had game until that happened.
Yeah. I think, like, I was amazed at Nighthorn surviving.
They're scary, man.
yeah.
They're really good.
That them not dying. So when you locked him up, I was just expecting them to bolt.
no,
But they
no,
lasted so long.
absolutely. It's not.
4 up, 5 up, and bring
Yeah.
3 back.
So we think that potentially, like, for what we were watching,
Yeah.
like going into combat with Be'lakor probably was like a turning point from our position because you didn't do enough
Yeah,
to Be'lakor. Whereas if you had a kill to fly, you got that objective still, and then you've only got Be'lakor to worry about, right? And that
Yeah.
fly later on in the turn, not killing it by 1 point, the Lord of Afflictions, not getting that by one wound, stop you from rallying.
Yep.
Stop like that. I think that potentially was like the pivotal moment where it was just like, oh, wrong, and like
Yeah.
hard to say where it's
Fair
going to
enough. Issue, I was just thinking, like, I need that objective.
Yeah.
And I couldn't really get the tail to have I needed to put 4 on that.
Yep.
So if I'm doing the tail to put 4 on that, I'm getting, like, and then like there's a couple in the middle. I'm getting
Yeah,
like 4 guys into him.
Yeah.
So I might do that 1 damage, but you're probably going to hit me back for more.
And you're getting with 40 attacks on Be'lakor, and he's getting debuff to hit back. When I was looking at that, I was like, it made sense to me because, yes, the flyers are good, but it was very much a play for win for me because had he been able to do that, I've now got them at that point, and I've got his backboard that is still coming.
Yeah.
Be'lakor's gone, which is a huge, sort of controlling piece for me as far as values. Like, that side of the board had very little bodies to control with.
Yeah, definitely.
So if he kills Be'lakor at that point, I'm relying on really pushing damage through thereafter.
Yeah.
And there's a good chance that I don't secure my tower at the end of the game.
Yeah.
And he gets that point, and whatever the difference was, I think that narrows the gap massively, and it keeps you in the game for
sure.
tactics thereafter as
Yeah,
well.
for sure.
I think
I think it was the right call, man.
I think going from 3s to 3s to 4s to 5s makes that swings them massively.
That enfeeble foe on him was so from Be'lakor was pretty clutch the whole game.
Yeah. Came up more than I thought it was going to be.
It's
like,
really,
Be'lakor's just
really
going to do
good.
his ability, that's it.
Yeah. Well, awesome job. Great game.
Thanks, man.
Good job. Really represent Nighthorn. Doing it.
Yeah, I know.
Absolutely.
They need a bit more love.
Yeah, a little bit. There's 4th edition maybe. Maybe they get more love in 4.
Yeah.
All right, well that
Cheers,
pretty much
Jesse.
does us. So
Thanks, man.
have a good one. And we'll catch everyone tomorrow.